Welcome to Heavenly Panels, your gateway to the most exciting manhwa and manhua stories. From overpowered heroes and legendary cultivators to epic Murim battles, regressions, reincarnations, and fantasy adventures, we bring you the best story recaps and highlights. Subscribe and join our journey through incredible worlds, powerful characters, and unforgettable adventures. New stories are waiting for you every day, right here on Heavenly Panels.
I need all of these on the list. Hera, Central Tower of the Magical Society. Jamie's office nod. Oh, it's a list of artifacts. I'm supposed to head to Harmonia on a mission. I should tag along. I'm going by myself this time. Swish, don't get me wrong. It's not because you're lacking or anything. Proop, I see, I understand. I suppose it is disappointing to give up on the opportunity to see an archmage in action. But it's not like I can afford to take people I need to look out for to the battlefield. Oh, what about the kids? Your apprentices went to the research lab not too long ago. Okay, please get the items ready. Yes, sir. Flash, Northern Tower of the Magical Society. Jamie's Lab Slam. He's such an old-fashioned prick. Doesn't he realize we need to get proper sleep to grow, just because he's not tall himself? Don't say stuff like that. He's still our master. I actually went easy on him. He deserves worse. I mean, who could successfully cast integration magic at our age? Besides himself, Sweat L. Lennon. I think you should step. Nay, don't worry about me. And continue. Flinch, my master.
But you had your fill already.
That's actually not what I meant. Head on the ground. Sweat. Ahaha, thank you. You've done well, Anne. You're certainly more capable than someone else. And Mr. Incompetent. Shake. Yes, sir. Shake. My precious energy is being wasted. Hope don't stop growing because of this. You can always quit magic if you don't have the desire anymore. No, sir. I get that you're frustrated about the lack of progress at rank 4. But you must make a breakthrough, like a real mage. You may get up now. Shake. Oh, okay. I'm going to be away for a couple months. You must help one another while I'm away on the mission. Can I come with you? I'm good enough to hold my own. Annoyed me too. Please let me tag along. How dare you cut off your master when he's still speaking? Whack. It's the land ravaged by civil war. Even I can't predict what would transpire there. Whoosh, tap. Having you two by my side will prohibit me from acting freely. No, Flash, then I'll look after your apprentices. Hera, you want to tag along that much? Yes, sir. I really do. Nodig, please allow me the opportunity to watch an elder in action and learn from it. Sparkle, I promise I won't get in the way. Sigh, pretty please. Maybe they will be all right. Okay, I'll consider it. Yai. Step. Isis, I heard you slew the master of Harmonia, Jin. I got lucky. Done step. The resistance forces must have been elated. They should be able to storm the capital soon. But I heard that Harmonia requested reinforcements from Seldam. Close. Who do you think is going to come? Beryl glanced Jamie. Probably. Jamie Welton. Flask, what would you have me do, should he get in the way of our plan? I'll leave that to your discretion. Understood. We don't really know what's going to happen in the future. Turn beam. Are you going to be all right with that, since you're rather fond of Jamie Welton? Jin is strong. I don't know how much progress Jamie could have made in the past 5 years, but I don't think he's going to go down easily.
Really step, giggle, step.
I'm getting the feeling that fate may bring us together sometime soon. Grip, Bizez. Zing. All right, time to make some preparations of my own. Graham the Thunderblade. Step, let's go, Bayrail. Yeah, Royal Capital of Harmonia. A master level from Seldom. What does that have to do with me? Pour me another glass of wine. King of Harmonia. Kaipur's hiccup. Swish you must still be there to greet him personally, Your Majesty. Marquis Helm. How dare a stinking mage demand the presence of the king of a domain Gluck? It infuriates me too, but we're in dire need of help due to Sir Kyrill's unfortunate demise. Kyrill's demise. Oh, that's right. What the hell are my soldiers doing instead of quelling the rebels? We have requested reinforcements from Seldom for that very purpose. Gula gulp, I see. I had no idea. But was I supposed to know that hiccup? No, Your Majesty. I would like to suggest recruiting Sir Jamie Welton. Why would I want to do that to join the Kingdom of Harmonia while we're at it, Your Majesty? Because Sir Jamie Welton has a fine future ahead of him. But he's still a kid at the moment, and kids are weak against temptation. Offer him the title of Archduke, and that's preposterous. Earl Neol Paytal. Sir Jamie Welton is the eldest son of House Welton. He has no reason to covet the estate in the Kingdom of Harmonia. Besides, should we fail to persuade him, Kingdom of Seldam will certainly hold us responsible. Giggle, giggle. Are you suggesting I am wrong? Earl Paytal should things go wrong. The remaining citizens of our kingdom. I am suggesting things for the best interest of our kingdom and its citizens, who cannot exist without His Majesty and us nobility. Chuckle. Rebels are the foolish ones that failed to follow this simple doctrine, abiding by our rules. That entitled mindset is the single biggest reason our kingdom is in this state. Slam. Your Majesty. You must wake up. It is you who must lead us, not Marquis Helm. Pay him no mind, Your Majesty. Stagger he proposes. We kneel down before Jamie Welton. Stagger Helm is right. I am the King of Harmonia. Master or not, he's the one that should prostrate. Please allow me to escort you out, Your Majesty. I will take care of the rest. Grin. Good. I leave the rest in your capable hands. Yes, Your Majesty. The kingdom is going to be ever so prosperous. Bite Marquis Helm is the cause of all this mess in the kingdom. He is the one that put Harmonia in this state by drastically raising taxes and causing peasants to starve to death as soon as the previous king passed away. He's also been getting rid of faithful and honorable nobles that raised their voices against corruption. It's all Helm's treacherous idea. I am the only one left, only because my house is influential. Creek. The future of Harmonia is grim. Royal Capital of Harmonia, Shyam top of the Mage's Tower. Flash, we've arrived. I don't feel good. It's worse than the warp device in... I feel terrible, Master. Seldam. I'm fine, by the way. Nobody asked you to tag along, you know. I'll heal you, Creek. It's a pleasure. I am Zakan, Master of the Tower in Harmonia. Litter Master of the Tower in Harmonia, Archmage Zakan.
Ha ha! Look at all that flashy stuff on him.
The Master of the Tower, barely at rank 7, says a lot about Harmonian mages. Jamie Welton, bow. You honor me with your presence, Sir Jamie Welton. Your reputation precedes you. May I ask who they are, my apprentices and secretary? They wanted some sightseeing in Harmonia. Sightseeing bite. Do you think this is some kind of a picnic? I would have messed you up had you not been clearly stronger than me. Okay, His Majesty should be here in a moment. Please make yourselves at home. In the meantime, bow, allow me to escort you. Chem PH. Seeing him in person confirms it. He does have great potential, but still is around my level. I knew it. There can't be many mages more powerful than you, sir. His Majesty is going to be here soon, so make sure you prepare accordingly. Yes, sir. Sparkle. I hope this room is to your satisfaction, sir. Spark. Thank you. Full of impractically lavish decor. Research requires a hefty sum of money. Itter glit. But based on the luxury items in the tower, mages in Harmonia are invested in the wrong things. It is His Majesty's royal command for you to assess the situation with your own eyes before making decisions at your discretion. I think I understand why my king wanted me to act freely.
Knock, knock, His Majesty is here. All right.
Time to see how pathetic this king is. Open.
BZT, can you hear me, BZT? Step, step. BZZT. Yes, I can. BZZT. Same here.
J Network. Advanced form of telepathy. Magic. Virtual communication medium. Created by Jamie, J Network allows him to converse with designated individuals freely without actually opening their lips to talk. Good. It's working perfectly. Grin. They're acting way too flamboyant. Even my father's estate, which is the largest commercial city in the eastern part of our kingdom, isn't like this. They're so superficial too. Maybe the people of Harmonia are into flashy stuff like this. Step. I'm afraid the kingdom of Harmonia isn't that wealthy. Sue, I'm suspecting all this luxury is apparent only in the capital. This is the audience chamber. Da-dum my... Lord Jamie Welton, Archmage and Master Class of Kingdom of Seldom, and the greatest talent in the history of mankind and his companions.
Creek.
This is a bit overstretched. They're just trying to boast their wealth. And that's the King of Harmonia. He's definitely seen better days.
Flinch, Your Majesty. We have guests from the Kingdom of Seldom. Step from Seldom. Why? Day done, Jamie Welton at your service.
Oh, that's right. Jamie Welton was supposed to. But why am I here again? And why are there so many people? Step Sweat, you seem to be a bit ill, Your Majesty. Perhaps you should retire for the day.
Let go of me. I asked why I was here in the first place. Your Majesty, please come this way. I have the best wine prepared for you. Stagger of Stagger. Wine, okay. I like that idea.
The king is in no state to govern his own kingdom currently. Glance, it is highly likely the man escorting the king out holds the real power in the court. Please accept our apologies. I am Marquis Hellam. Meaning, He's the one that caused Harmonia's decline. Ha ha, Sazaz, I see. I'd better keep an eye out for him. It seems His Majesty is suffering from the flu. Thanks for understanding. Swish, please come this way for the feast. Most honored guests. Royal Palace of Harmonia. Dining room. It's a massive honor to meet a master class of Seldom in person. I absolutely agree. Your apprentices seem very promising too. Rub, swish. Please feel at home while you're in our kingdom. The young lady. Over here I am, Hera Valeno, a mage in service of Elder Jamie Welton. Whoa! Of House Valeno, one of 4 great families of mages in the kingdom of Seldom. I'm Lennon Simon. Oh my goodness, your apprentices must also be from prestigious houses then. Swish from House Simon, as expected of the Archmage's apprentice. Nice, I should have known from the flawless etiquette rub. Sweat Tilt Meyer, and I'm Ann Meyer. Droop Tilt, I've never heard of House Meyer Bits, you little. She is my apprentice. I recognized her talent and took her in. Ha ha, right. You wouldn't take just anyone as your apprentice, my lord.
I'm sure she'll blossom into a fine mage one day. And without a doubt, ha.
Oh my, please forgive me for being late. Step, but it's great to see that you were engaging in a lively conversation.
Step bow. I will be back with the food.
Please. I had the best chefs in the kingdom prepare these dishes for the honored guests. I hope it suffices. Swish, Sir Jamie Welton. I heard you were in rigorous training for the past 5 years. Ha ha. You were already an archmage even before that, so I can't imagine how powerful you would be by now. Nade. I'm still working on it. Starer.
Crack. Vivi. My apologies, my lords. Rise, how dare you?
AP. Do you not know the significance of this feast? P, please forgive me.
You useless fool.
It says a lot about your parents, too, Glapple. Rise, slap, hey. I think you're hold on, Lennon.
Giggle. They all seem rather used to something like this. Gulp, chuckle. Are all nobles of Harmonia this stuck up and conceited? What's with the look on your face? Clutch.
Are you thinking of joining the rebels too? Excuse me. That wasn't what I wanted to speak of. What was your name? Again. Sorry. Perhaps I got a bit carried away with the rectification attempt. In front of most dignified guests, too. Copatol plop. Oh hua, I am Marva Capre, a Viscount. I see, Viscount Marva Capre. I find this dish particularly enjoyable. Please bring me another plate of this.
Swish.
Yourself. Shrug, do you object, huh? What do you think about the Viscount's insubordination? Marquis Hellam stare.
Bite.
Do, as Lord Jamie says.
Wipe. Phew, that was an amazing meal. I thoroughly enjoyed the hospitality.
Va. I think it was especially scrumptious because you served it yourself, Viscount. Bite, it was an honor to serve you. You all must be fatigued from the long journey, so please get some rest. We will have a meeting to discuss what needs to be done tomorrow. Slide OK. Oh, and I was hoping no harm would befall that servant from before. Gape. Glance same goes for other servants. The servants actually have a lot of work to do. Unlike some people, of course, Cap's beam nothing of the sort will happen to worry you.
Famu. Honestly, That felt great. Step, I can't believe how stuck up and entitled those nobles are. Master Jamie, do we really have to help them out? Grinned. Step, please excuse me, my lord. I would like a moment of your time, Dadu, if you would. I am Earl Neol Paytal of Kingdom of Harmonia. I was wondering if you could be so kind as to spare a moment. Swish. What is it you wish to discuss with me? I happened to watch the event during supper from the vicinity. It was inspiring, to say the least. I was impressed by the way you humiliated Marquis Helm. Ha ha. I'm not sure what makes you think you can slander Marquis Helm in front of me. Oh, please, excuse me. I got carried away. We've only just met. Right. You may be in an inconvenient position. Should I inform Marquis Helm of this? I'm afraid things can't really get worse than it already is for me, Bitsy. So there was someone opposing Marquis Helm in the court, although he seems rather powerless. I would like to ask something. What was your impression of Kingdom of Harmonia? An absolute disgrace, and that's an understatement. This kingdom is hopeless. It upsets me that I can't argue with your answer, my lord. You're right. The current Harmonia does not deserve to go on. Clank. I'd like to ask for your help to overthrow the current system that presides over our kingdom. Should you accept my proposition? Kingdom of Harmonia will become a vassal state of Seldam in return. Glare pardon. I'll pretend this conversation never existed. Turn, please reconsider for the people that are suffering besides. Isn't it good if Seldam's influence expands to another continent? The current king is unfortunately a puppet on a string, manipulated by Marquis Helm. There will be no future for the Kingdom of Harmonia as things stand. Please, pathetic. Asking an outsider to take care of urgent business because of your own incompetence. Did you even try to take matters into your own hands? First, Seldam's vassal state. Did you not take into account that Kingdom of Seldam might exploit the people of this land? Shame on you for trying to sell your own kingdom out. Clusian, however, that will still be better than the terrible state of this kingdom. Release. Step, I've heard enough. Cough, cough, Step. I will show you my resolve today. Helm's torture chamber, hip whip. To think I got embarrassed because of you, whip with. Please forgive me, sir, please. Die, you worm. Jamie Welton. I will never forget this. Lord. Marquis. Sweat, sweat. I bring urgent news. The rebel forces have reached the outskirts of the royal capital. What? Stinking rebels making us work longer shifts. Harmonia's capital city. Siam. Southern walls. It's all that noble bastard's faults. Yawn, I don't see a thing tonight, though. So boring. Flash, how about a game the winner gets to sleep? Light F-whip, who's esht? Pierce, Pierce. Clank. Too easy. Step. To think they only dispatched a few soldiers on guard duty, could they be plotting something? Resistance. Henry Russell. Unless they're still underestimating the gravity of the situation. Dash, it doesn't matter now. Because tonight, we'll be beheading the king. Lord Jamie Welton, please excuse us. Sir Knock. Knock tap. What's going on? Creak. It's a surprise attack. Elite rebel forces infiltrated the capital
and are on their way to the royal palace. General Melbourne commanded me to escort you immediately.
Let's go. Good. I did not expect to encounter someone from the rebel forces this quickly.
I suppose I don't have to rush to decide which faction to side with until I check things out. Step should neither. The royal forces nor the rebels prove to be worthy.
To Dada Master, where are you going?
Step did the rebel forces attack or something glance. Please take care of the kids, Hera. I will be going alone.
What do you mean? I'm coming with you. Float, cover understood. Please be careful.
All right, I'll be back.
Oh, the rebel bastards, it looks like they're using some kind of a mana stealth device.
You stupid maggots! Did you honestly think you could walk around freely without being detected? Flash. All elemental memory. Zakan's magical perspective. Elemental augmentation. Elemental power. Elements exist literally everywhere. You can't conceal your physical body from the elements, even if you do mana.
Glare, you'll be detected in no time.
I will share the locations of intruders, capture them alive. Tada Dada.
Plop. Jamie Welton is in the royal palace. There's no need for me to take matters into my own hands. Such a nuisance. You seem rather too relaxed.
Flinch.
Hey, attacker!
I can't feel the enemy's presence at all through elements, even though I'm looking at 'em with my own eyes. So you must be the one that slew Sir Kirill. Shring. He's clearly a swordmaster, while I'm only a rank 7 mage. I can't expect to hold my own against him. However, I've memorized enough spells through the sequencer, Slice Blaze. I can at least get away from you too late. Sheathe, because you're already dead. Drop. It's you. You have to be the master class of the frontier, aiding the resistance forces. Step glance. Judging from the quickness of your attack that the opponent couldn't even recognize. You must be able to move at the speed of moonlight. Whose?
Slice.
He stopped my attack and identified the nature of my blessing. Jin's blessing. Moonlight resonance. Although this blessing can only be activated under the moonlight, Jin was near invincible as long as the moon shone in the sky. As with many other abilities, its destructiveness is mitigated once the opponent identifies it. However, that does not mean you can fully stop my attacks. You've only partially found out about moonlight resonance.
Wherever the moonlight reaches is your range, basically.
Clink. Slide mushy.
By the way, I'm actually only here to talk. Screech. Ha-talk.
Swoosh jump. Slide, no need for violence. K-E.
Step. Dash.
I summoned muddy ground to impair his movements, but I suppose a swordmaster is a swordmaster. Ling.
Magic doesn't work against me. Zoom.
Zing. Staff of Avalon, realm of reversal. I can't feel his presence at all. Where did he go? Phew! Sky is being covered by darkness. Is it his doing? Thousand sea hasty. With my speed drastically enhanced through hast woos. Void Siver. An almost flawless attack. However, it won't reach me because it is still short of perfection. Clink. After all, swordmasters are perfect. Creak. Moonlight resonance. Moonlight slash. Moonlight resonance allows me to wield the moonlight as the weapon. It doesn't matter if you cover the moon up with something. Slide. I am nearly invincible, as long as the moon is up in the sky. Step. You are better with the sword than I had initially anticipated, but you still won't be able to hold your own unless you're a master level. Glance. Fair enough. I do admit that my swordsmanship still lacks, although not by a lot. It's time I put my real abilities to the test. Flash. Light explosion. But without any casting time, impossible. Oh, I had cast it, except in the original realm before bringing it here. Even a sword master won't be able to evade this attack. Flash, 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 flash. Kabum! I was able to defend myself by using moonlight as the shield, but still sustained some damage. Whoosh land I should recover. Three-way fusion spell, lightning vacuum vortex rank. 8 offensive magic spell, created from the fusion of elements of wind, lightning, and rotation through the magical perspective of convergence.
Urga! Night Chaser.
Not too shabby. Moonlight resonance. Moonlight brilliance. Flash. Moonlight brilliance causes my entire body to glow brightly with moonlight, each ray of which pierces anything in its path. Because of how demanding it is on my body, I only use this skill against really powerful adversaries. But it failed. Step. Since it's a stalemate, can we talk for once? What do you wish to speak of? I am curious about why the frontier is aiding the rebels. I may be persuaded to your cause, depending on your answer. HMPH, we intend to liberate this land. Our cause is to found a nation governed by the people, free from the influence of the vile 12 gods and their orders. You wouldn't understand, so just no way. Ha. You see, I've been given full authority to act at my own discretion. If I help the rebels to actually overthrow the current regime, Seldam's contribution to the cause will not go unnoticed. Bite, so you're here to take advantage of the feud in this land. The King of Harmonia will be beheaded tonight. Show. I will not let you interfere with our plan. The order of the faith in Dryan is in this kingdom. What I saw the priests of Dryan, the god of raiding and violence, on my way here. Should they decide to help the nobility, this civil war will go on for a long time. And I'm supposed to just believe that Bill. The dark divine power of Dryan. So you're clearly up to something. God of raiding and violence. Dryan. He was the enemy I faced in battle so many times, second only to Zenith, while I was still known as Diablo Volpir. While their order has the fewest number of followers out of the 12, they are extremely violent and sadistic. Only the strong shall survive in this world. Diablo, you are powerful, yet fragile. Why? Because you are all alone. Ironically, he is one of the weaker gods in power, despite his obsession with might and reputation. That dark light is the divine power of Dryan. It still doesn't change the fact that the king's head is falling tonight. Killing the king won't end this war, and you know this. Even Earl Paytal asked me for help. There will be no future for the Kingdom of Harmonia as things stand. Naol did. This confirms my suspicions. Earl Paytal is behind this attack on the capital. But I have a mission, Bite-Sai. Weren't you here to liberate the people of Harmonia from injustice? But it all seems to be an excuse. CHAP. She looks like the frontier, just wants to erect a nation they could place under their influence. You wish to keep me in check because you're afraid. Seldam's introduction may prevent that Shao the frontier does not act with such odious motives. Then it's settled. There will be no complications even if we were to work together. We're allies now. Beam, you little punk. I was completely outwitted. Step Dudzuds. Loom Saint of Dryan Mage. Don't you think it's a bit premature to call for our help? Already turned. Things have gotten annoying. Boom, pathetic fools. I can't believe they're having trouble with capturing 7 infiltrators. Boom. To be fair, I did execute a good number of useful individuals. Swirl. Giggle, perhaps I should have kept a few decent soldiers. Giggle. Anyhow, I have reasons to believe that man is among the intruders. Step Hub, tap of you mean, the man that killed the king's knight. Yeah, Sir Kirill was an experienced swordmaster, yet he couldn't do a thing against that scum. He must possess an ability that makes him a capable assassin. Should he reach this place, the king is done for. I don't want any major political upheaval. Scratch, we need him to continue acting as a puppet. Tell us what our next course of action is, then. Glance high, priest. CHAP. No changes to the plan. We will summon the godly beast in this land. But the timing, swish. It's fine. We've done enough. An endless amount of blood has been spilled, not to mention the lives lost over the past 5 years due to the Civil War. Each of the 12 gods has begun their plans in order to climb to the top. We must look for ways to compete with them. Reputation does not matter as long as we can rule over the others. Swish, see, that is our parents' will. Tell them to begin. Jamie Welton, you're going to regret humiliating me. By the way, Jamie Welton's apprentices and secretary are staying in the Mage's tower. Take them hostage. Right there, stop. Stop right there, ta-da-da-da. What in the world is going on outside the room? Fron, fra, clank, clank, twitch. I don't know, but we should be all right, as long as we stay inside. Twitch. But we can't just sit idly by. We'd better check out what's happening. Do you intend to disobey the elder? But, Vava, va-vava. Label silent P. Hold on, Vava. Things seemed to have calmed down a bit. Step, step, step. Turn, how come there's nobody here? Did they go upstairs? Turn, this is strange. Lift water. Kya, plop, eek flinch. What kind of? Ha ha ha. There's more flick. Dash, die. Shadow art, dark spike. Pierce, erg.
Swoosh, thud, the weak shall succumb, kill them.
I knew something was up. Thank you for your help, Lady Hera. Rise but we. I will take over from here and do it our way. Keep assessing them, and, if you do, we can defeat them. Be the pendant glow. Looks like my apprentices are in a tight spot. Don't you need to go there then? It's okay. They may be young, but they're still my apprentices. I wasn't the only one that made progress in the past 5 years. As long as the 2 kids stay together,
There is nothing to worry about. We should head to the royal palace. Snap. Whoosh!
Captain, we can't advance. Arv, Blaze. Blaz, how in the blazes could kids be this strong?
Captain of Dryanic Raiders Teru.
That kid commands fire with more expertise than veteran mages Blaze. However, he's not the enemy we must prioritize taking down.
Rather, it's the blue-haired girl behind him. Lennon, they'll be hitting from your left. Next, swish. She's reading every bit of our tactic, even before we move.
And the woman on the other side is no pushover either.
What do we do now? Cap the High Priest has given the order. We get them at all costs.
We gotta go berserk. Lennon, they must be up to something in the rear turn. The attackers are probably just buying time now, so try to fend them off with as little energy as possible. We mustn't waste mana.
Easy for you to say that, Blaze.
Whoosh, Bar. I can't see what the enemies are doing in the back because the hallway is round. Just how many are there?
Whip. Whip glance. Because we don't know how many enemies there are. It's a terrible idea to keep fighting them here.
Turn, but there has to be something we can do to turn this around and stop sidetracking and help.
I write the structure of the building.
Lady Hera, can you crush this wall over here? Tap, judging from the structure of the tower, it's highly likely there's a room behind this wall. We will flee through the window of that room. Step aside for a moment.
FYP boom.
Hurry up, Lennon Rush.
Don't let them get away.
Da. Ha 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 ha. I really didn't expect to resort to this method just to apprehend 2 kids and a woman. Ga ha ha ha. Surrender now, and we'll go easy on you. Earth vibration.
Run,
You little, you'll pay for this.
And what do we do now? Glance.
Enemy of the enemy is an ally. Rush. What, we'll jump down and join the man that's running away over there. Okay, please allow me.
Shadow bind. Zing. What's this rap?
Attack that woman. Ugh, I can't move.
Crack.
Crush.
Kill him. You can't run forever. Just give up. Pant.
Ah, where did these bastards come from? Whoosh, die.
Blaze.
Swish what swish, Persha.
FLA. Who are you, young ladies and little gentlemen?
Swish what swish, Pesha?
Flap.
Who are you, young ladies and little gentlemen?
There's more of them. Swoosh, doesn't matter. Kill them all. We must combine our efforts. Please do as I say, everyone. Okay. Swoosh, turn. Understood. Step. Hwa ha her. What the step? Glance Lennon to the east, Lady Hera to the southwest, and Old Mister to the northwest. Oh, Old Mister, stop getting distracted by trivialities and just do as she says.
Whatever. Dash. Bam pow kaboom klus.
Blaze.
Duck, Old Mister. Duck.
Palape.
Lennon. Did you gather enough mana? Step. Blaz step glance. I'm ready.
Unbelievable. We're fighting like we've been comrades for years just by listening to what the girl is saying. The longer this goes on, the worse it becomes for us. Do you have any allies? Tap 7 of us came here, but we all got separated. Whoosh! Finding them should be our priority then. Grow.
But we're going to have to go through them. How?
Are you ready?
Lennon, blast them away as I've been ready, milady.
Simon-style floral flames. Now's our chance this way, ta-da-da. The kids are amazing, not to mention this woman too. Frown, but I thought I was only supposed to face royal guards in battle. I really hope Naol wasn't trying to trick us or anything. Argy, Helm, stooping so low as to bring in the order of the faith in Dryan. Use. I thought his goal was to gain full control of the kingdom. Could it have been something else? Where do you think you're going, Earl? Marquess Halem, how did you glance? Step. Please don't tell me you realized your little scheme to bring in the rebels failed and are running away to save your own skin. So he knew all along, Throb. This is your last chance to swear fealty to me. Go wish. I will spare you and protect your house from harm. Over my dead body, Swish. I'd rather die along with this kingdom than to serve the likes of you, you scum. Such a shame that there won't be someone to bicker with on a daily basis now. Shake. But it was entertaining while it lasted. The hell we, followers of Dryan, believe in is a place ridden with endless violence. You will suffer there for all eternity. Vanquishing the weak. Tao. What the? And pillaging all in sight. Step. What a detestable way of greeting one another. Why don't you pick on someone your own size? After all, Goddess Pero is disgusted with your god. Shout, you punk! I thought you were here to aid us. BZZ. Not everything in the world goes according to plan, and you should know that. I will deal with this guy. See the Earl to safety. Swish, all right. Dash, good. I have no reason to keep my power concealed anymore. Foosh. Since you like violence so much, violence you will indulge in. You trash. You little fwook. Crunch. He's actually withstanding this. Swirl, swear. I suppose he isn't just an ordinary nobleman. Crack, erg. Pant, betray us, how dare you pant? So you've been hiding your true powers. Based on the erratic surge of hostility, he must be one of 3 high priests in service of Dryan. Pozoi. While most orders are protected from harm by paladins. The entire order of the faith in Dryan, the god of raiding violence, consists of capable combatants regardless of rank. The high priests, who are at the top of the hierarchy, are embodiments of violence that could hold their own against any master-class individuals across the world. You made a grave mistake. I would have let your insolence slide if you had chosen wisely. Rumble. Let my what slide fwo. I knew I should have ripped Dryan apart to pieces first. My only mistake was sparing him in the past. Well, I suppose it is my duty to rectify the wrong. Bite what? Just perish, you dumb piece of garbage. Blaze. Second special power, Dominion of Darkness. Karaka. This darkness is this dark magic. So you became a powerful image by resorting to such heinous power. Ha. And here I thought you were the greatest talent in history, you fraud. Who are you calling fraud? Whoosh. What the how? Can dark mana penetrate the shield of divine power? Roll. I can't defeat him in head-to-head combat. I must spot his weakness. You can't find something that does not exist. Whoosh. First, special power, unnatural causes. Gire, grip. On necromancy. So you'd stoop so low as to draw such nefarious power bite shame on you, you detestable mage. Float detestable is the term you'd use to describe your own god. I will not tolerate such blasphemy, and that blasphemer is going to end your life. Creak spectral blade. Berserk. Crush. I will kill you for making me use this ugly form loom. What do you mean you've never looked cuter? Float MBL. And I'll start by ripping that mouth of yours apart. This should suffice. Void Sever enhanced by darkness. Gush. Snap Damnation of Thunder. Rank 8. Lightning spell empowered by dark mana that causes complete decaying of the target down to very last cell by inflicting a devastating curse. You weakling, you can't defeat me with this. I wasn't done. Malediction 3rd. Special power Jamie regained 2 years ago. That amplifies the effect of all curse spells by 10 times. Crack, crack. Hug. I don't know what it is you've been planning, but your fate was sealed the moment you met me. Step, step, sizz. Sheath, ask the victims of your treachery for forgiveness in hell. This isn't over. I did not expect someone as powerful as you, whoosh, but it's too late. Whoosh, even after my death, it will still be done. What are you babbling on about the faithful servant of my parent? Rumble, behold the godly beast of Basilisk. A few moments ago, countless amount of blood and corpses were spread out across Harmonia for the past 5 years. Helm's installation of 6 holy items throughout the kingdom has also finished. The preparations are complete. Lash, I call forth the mightiest creation of our parent God in this land. Descend to this realm. Basilisk, roar, rumble. Our order is now as powerful as that of Pero or Zenith. Please bring punishment to the heretics that stand in our way. Roar! What is that thing? Sweat, sweat. Kind of foul serpent is that, to have wings and all. Whoosh, there you were. Land Master, Henry, I'm so glad, Glance, we found you. And you're with the apprentices and secretary of Lord Jamie Welton. You are. Allow me. I am Earl Neol Paytal of Kingdom of Harmonia. Nod. I can vouch for who he is. He's been supporting the resistance forces. Save the pleasantries for later. We must get out of here as soon as we can. Rumble, lift, that beast is too dangerous for us to handle. Hold on, who are you? Masked man, you didn't introduce yourself yet. So you're Jamie Welton's apprentices. Flinch, you know my master. Where is he? Is he safe, Glance? He should be where that gigantic serpent is headed to. What then, we'd better go and help. Even Master would struggle against that kind of... No, we'll only get in his way if it requires Elder Jamie to go all out. We must focus on our own survival. But, Henry, ensure their safety. What do you intend to do? He may struggle by himself. Grip. but things could go differently if I help. I can't guarantee what's going to happen. So gather others and go as far away from the capital as you can. Turn Jin. Are you sure about this? You must stay alive no matter what. Shroud, you're the last remaining hope for this kingdom.
Wiz, thank you for everything, Jin.
Sure, we don't have time to get sentimental. Henry, everyone come this way.
Wise.
Whoosh, Basilisk used to be a lot more humongous 60,000 years or so ago. It's gotten so small.
Step.
But the beast is still a handful regardless of how small it is. Damn it. I will have to get serious. Zing.
Whoosh glow. Roomba.
That energy. Level supremacy, tier 1.
Rumble. Drip.
Know your place, maggot. Gra.
Apopopov.
Lazur blau.
Gra.
Please don't tell me this is all you got.
Whoosh. Hra.
Whoosh.
Crack. Krakaka.
Grrr.
Urgiripa.
The divine protection over my body was shattered. Stagger, basilisk humanoid. Form to think there was someone this powerful in the humanly realm. I should have expected you to survive that attack. Choosh, how dare you, you lowly human gwoosh. Perish. Impossible drip. You perish. Zins. Abedom. Whoosh! Ar! I must get myself to safety first. Snap. Dimension wall rank 9. Spatial magic. Spell that creates an isolated realm by separating it from its surroundings.
Bezati.
You will pay for this. You worm pant. Step, pant. Playtime is over. Drip. Fiatalux. Bam! Fiati Lux. A whole new power crafted by refining the mystic light. Black created. Thud, shake. I went easy with that. You'd better watch what you say next. How can a mere human accomplish the degree of supremacy bite and go beyond that to inflict this much damage to me? You'd have a tough time in your original body, but you descended onto this realm in that tiny form.
Start, don't you dare look down on me, lowly human.
How many times did you resurrect? Because I know you suffered more than 300 deaths by my hands.
Whoosh.
What impossible Diablo? Volpir is still imprisoned in the void of eternity. You inherit the legacy of that bastard Diablo Trembles to take a guess. But I'm glad you didn't die with the last attack. You must know something about the hidden truth, as the loyal lackey of the 12 gods. There is nothing for me to tell you. CHAP, I don't care. I wasn't able to get any information from Pero due to the encryption. However, I couldn't care less about Basilisk. If something happens, it will happen to Basilisk. Third, special power malediction. Mind collapse. Ha 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 ha. You don't have to do a thing because I will. It's no use, Ting. TSK. I have no choice but to draw more of rank. 9 powers in order to penetrate the mental defense of Basilisk. Baitike. I'm going to have to recover for a few weeks after this. Debt. Narus. Tell me, plop a bull, everything you know about the forgotten history from Diablo Volpir's death to 10,000 years ago. After sealing Diablo Volpir away, Shwee. Ergy clutch. ACK umple crumb. Sigh. The level of encryption is ridiculous. Twitch. Ugh, I didn't expect it to be easy, but I suppose I'll have to hear that from the 12 fools themselves. That was a rather disappointing encounter. Sigh, but I managed to deliver a heavy blow to Dryan. So there's that. Even if Dryan finds out about Basilisk's demise, he won't know that I was behind it. It happened in a secluded Dimension D. And he's a coward despite the frightening moniker he carries. He'll lay low for a while. Snap thanks, Dimension Wall. Jamie Welton. Glance, huh? What in the world happened just now, Dad? What was the dark sphere that disappeared? And where did the pale, winged serpent go shake? Shake, ha ha. I would explain everything to you. But I'm afraid. Fatigue is taking over close a hold on. Zezed Druptad. He's asleep. A mansion near the royal palace in Harmonia. Ka. My connection with the beast was force-severed. Pant. What the hell's going on? Did that strange light have something to do with it? Glance, it was indeed a massive power, but not enough to nullify the summoning of Basilisk. I can't figure it out. Stagger, I'd better get back to the headquarters and let the High Priest take care of there you were. Stage, Djinn of Moonlight, how did you? I see my reputation precedes me. We know who our enemies are. You're the Swordmaster of the Frontier, and a warrior from Rio. The intelligence of the Order of the Faith in Dryan must not be underestimated, it seems. I heard Swordmasters are called transcendent warriors in your land. Glance. Why have you even come all the way here? Foosh against a Swordmaster. I should be able to escape if I give it my all. That isn't your business. I see. That's a shame, Aze. Oh, one thing I must rectify for you. Shring Swordmasters of this land are called / Peak warriors in Rio, not transcendent. Transcendent is superior to peak. I hope you remember the difference in hell. Chirp, Blink. I see that I'm in the bedroom. How long did I sleep? Blink. Casting a rank 9. Spell definitely took a toll on my body. Combined with the power of the mystic light, it becomes even more demanding. Ugh, I love how destructive it is, but I can cast only so many spells with my current prowess. Thank goodness, Basilisk was only at a fraction of its full power. I was only able to overpower the beast thanks to the mystic light, created from God-Slayer mana. Worked like a charm. One positive takeaway is that I learned mystic light is effective against divine powers. But I still have so many questions. I could have made so much more progress in research if Black was awake. But it's been asleep for 5 years since the incident. Well, Master Anne. Rush, are you all right? How are you feeling? Are you nauseous or dizzy? Sweat? What about sweat? I'm fine, Anne. Phew. We were so worried. You were asleep for 3 days. 3 days, what happened in the meantime then? Hold on. I'll go fetch someone that could better explain. Rush. Master. Ta-da-da-da, you're awake. What a relief. So you just went and brought everyone you know, plus a stranger. I was only deeply asleep for a while. There's nothing for you to worry about. Clench. I knew you were going to wake up soon, Master. You don't have to say stuff you don't really mean, Lennon. Nod, you little okay. Understood.
Step slam. Step, you seem unharmed, Elder. Thank goodness.
Sorry for making you worry. You must have had a tough time handling the kids. Ha ha. I really didn't do much. Your apprentices actually helped a lot. I was able to survive the horrendous tragedy, thanks to you. You have my sincere gratitude, Lord Jamie Welton. Step, hold on. A man bound to become the king of a nation should not bow to others easily.
Stare, don't you think so? Resistance guy in the back.
Ha ha ha. You are indeed a special person, Swish. It's an honor to make your acquaintance.
I'm Henry. Your apprentices helped me out in a tight spot. They were amazing. Shake.
It looks like you helped my apprentices in return. As their teacher and master, I thank you. So, what's your evaluation of Earl Paytall? Nod. I can confidently say he'll become a great leader. He's the only nobleman in the entire country that truly cares about the people.
Well, Earl Paytall, so stop it, you two. D-beam sweat. Ah ha ha ha. No need to be so modest.
Everyone except Earl Paytall. Could you please give us two a moment nod? Understood. Rush tap. How do you plan to rule over the kingdom now? I'm not sure yet. I will probably start by getting rid of corruption, but it will be a long and arduous process. Kingdom of Seldam will provide wholehearted support until Harmonia's glory is reinstated. Flinch. Right. The moment we enlisted their help, Kingdom of Harmonia was bound to serve Seldam as a vassal state. Clench. They will more than likely get involved in the politics of this land. I may be a king without real power, however. The Kingdom of Seldam will not be involved at all in the governance of Harmonia, since it would defeat the purpose of the rebellion otherwise. Lord Jamie Welton. But should you ever cause Harmonia to revert to its terrible state loom, then I will do my best not to disappoint the benefactor of this kingdom, Lord Jamie. Nod. Do I have your word, Shake? Of course you do. Now that I finally have some time, I'm going to meditate. Close. I guess not. Can't believe how popular I am. Swish dude, stop being a creep and come inside.
The manner of your speech. You're so young, yet you blatantly lack respect for your elders. Click.
Seriously, I'm joking. I didn't know you had that side to you. But what's up, Plop? I visited because I have a few questions.
When you were battling Basilisk inside the Dark Sphere, I saw the bursting of an intense light. What in the world was that thing?
It obviously was made of far greater energy than anything I've seen in my life. Flash. I would have been swept away, along with the moonlight, had I been too close. That was an incomplete rank. 9 spell, Fiat Lux. Fiat Lux. Let there be light in Latin.
Rank 9, I had my suspicions, but...
Supremacy is a level of greatness that all mages dream of, but no human has ever achieved. Has Jamie Welton really made the breakthrough to get there? I saw it with my own eyes, but am still in disbelief. Gulp, the entire world is going to be shocked by this news. But you said it is incomplete. Right. It literally is an incomplete rank. 9 spell as of yet. The spell is real, but my power. And I was hoping you wouldn't tell anyone. I don't think it's the right time. Each time a rank 9 mage was born in the past, all records regarding him or her were deliberately wiped out at national levels, most likely due to the intervention by the 12 orders. They are doubtlessly afraid of the potential rise of another Diablo Volpir. After all, Diablo Volpir was a nightmare itself for the 12 bastards. That is why I must keep it under the radar until I gain mastery of this power, until I can dispatch a dragon in hand-to-hand combat, at least. What if I went ahead and spread the news? If that were to happen, grin. One of us will surely die. The pressure in the air is immensely intense. Shudder, shudder. I'll keep that in mind. I actually have a question of my own. Are you from the same place as Han? Your outfits are similar. Whoosh! Correct. We are from Ryo, all the way to the east. Ryo. It is a land without magic, but with highly developed cold weapons, wielded by warriors who are abundant there. Cold weapon. A weapon that does not involve fire or explosion, such as blades, spears, and bows. Instead of mages that cast spells, we have shamans that recite incantations. Is everyone from Ryo as powerful as you chuckle? No. If all of us were peak warriors, we would have conquered this continent, Loenia, by now. Our shamans are especially inferior to magic users here. Is that what you call sword masters in your land? Profound realm, unrestrained realm, transcendent peak.
Yeah, there exist 3 more ranks in transcendent, unrestrained realm, and profound realm.
If peak is equivalent to swordmaster, then transcendent must be as powerful as a grandmaster. To think there exist even mightier warriors. I am astounded by the military prowess of Ryo. Loenia and Ryo use different ranking systems to define one's prowess. It's difficult to draw the line, but I believe only 2 transcendent warriors in Ryo would be able to stand their ground against ISIS, the Grandmaster and leader of the frontier, at max. I see. So from Swordmaster on the verge of making the breakthrough, to Grandmasters are basically transcendent warriors. Nod something like that.
Which reminds me of that guy. Although I still cannot remember his name.
His mastery of swords was far superior to anyone else I knew. He was clearly a warrior of unrestrained realm, if not better. Is there anyone in Ryo that has reached the unrestrained realm at the moment? Shake Smake, no. The last warrior to have achieved that level is said to have existed about 100 years ago. According to records, he was the first warrior from Ryo that set foot in Loenia. What was his name? His first name is unknown, but his surname
Was Chiuk. Flinch.
So you're the greatest mage there is. I'd like to challenge you to a sparring match. I go by Choke, my family name.
Beam, first name is Jungyong. I finally remember.
He gave Diablo Volpir quite a challenge in the mock battle, in which he only used swordsmanship against magic. His words helped me out many times when I was training with the sword, but I can't believe that family name lasted that long. Is Chiok a common surname by any chance? Swish, shake, D-shake. It's rather uncommon, but there have been a few. Surnames aren't that diverse in Rio, though. I see. Then they must have had the same last name purely by coincidence. Thank you for telling me all this. I'd like to visit Rio should an opportunity arise. Once order is restored to this world, I will invite you. Speaking of which, why don't you come with me to the frontier hideout stair?
What I thought I made myself clear when I declined to join your cause.
I'm not trying to recruit you. Beam. I just thought it'd be nice for you and Isis to meet. Rise. I'm planning to leave in a week's time. Let me know by then should you decide to tag along. I'll think about it. Tap. Glance the frontier. The resistance forces of Harmonia reportedly overthrew the government. Most corrupt officials were executed, with those away from the capital to be inspected. The former king was exiled, and Earl Neol Paytal assumed the leadership position temporarily. Nod X. Paytal. Now that's a house with dignity and prestige. He is a fit leader of a new domain.
What of the Order of the Faith in Dryan?
They haven't made any official statements yet, but I'm sure other orders will put immense pressure on them soon. While the 12 religions can indirectly spread their influence in the nations in which they are established, there is a rule of thumb that forbids any order from getting directly involved in politics. The treachery committed by high-ranking officials of Dryan will be seen as blatant attempts to break the balance of this world. The rest of the 12 orders will officially and thoroughly retaliate.
Which is preposterous. Clench the doctrine of the 12 orders should not supersede our laws, especially in incidents that take place in our realm.
Foe, W, but I am satisfied with what Jamie Welton has accomplished. Even with all the rights and authority I had given him, he still exceeded my expectations, and by far. It was reportedly Lord Jamie Welton's valiant efforts, glitter that slew the most powerful enemy. Nod. Incredible child. We gained an ally in Harmonia, and can put pressure on the Order of the Faith in Zenith with this move. Uchem, Your Majesty. Swish, Lord Jamie Welton actually has sent a missive. A missive. Your Majesty, I felt it was a good time to see the world with my own eyes and thus expand my knowledge. Sweat see the world. Is this all he sent? I am afraid it is, Your Majesty.
Clow, Semibra, Yax, please summon me in the event of emergency using this.
Poof, speak to me. Flap, flap, speak to me. Order was quickly restored to the kingdom of Harmonia. Dishonorable nobles were executed and their wealth confiscated, to be spent on aiding those that were deprived. People were fed and given supplies to get back on their feet. Those that were extorted like slaves returned to their former ways of life. Harmonia still had a long way to go, but it was changing little by little. Bustle. It's almost like an entirely different country. Bustle, yeah, and it's only been 1 week. I heard Earl Paytal can't even get an hour of sleep a day. I'm sure he has a lot of work to do, but he must be happy true to see the kingdom make progress, slowly but surely. Hey, kiddos and Lady Hera. Huh, Mr. Henry. Bling, clink, bling. Tadada, I heard your efforts in the revolution was acknowledged, and you were appointed as the captain of the guards in the capital. You actually look fresh in those armors. Bow scratch, ha-ha. It still feels so clunky. How goes work? I'm not sure if I know the answer to that. I've been way too busy to captain. Step, there he comes. I'd better get back to work. Thanks for all your help. I hope to see you again in the future wave. Best of luck to you too, Mr. Henry. What are you all doing here? Flinch, yikes, you scared me, Master. We were taking a stroll and checking out the streets. I suppose a lot has changed in just 1 week. Glance. But shouldn't you be at the royal palace, Elder Jamie? Why are you? There is something I must tell you. My next destination has been decided. I am going to go to the frontier hideout with Jin. What? Can I please come with you? Shake grabbed me too. I must tag along, not this time. Flick, ouch. Master, why can't you take us, Abia? Please take good care of the kids. See, how long will you be away for? Anywhere from 1 month to an entire year, I think. Slam, slam. Lack of a mentor at a time like this will be huge for them. But you'll be there for them. I'm sure you'll give them timely advices. 7th Elder and Earl Simon are also available. But I really don't think I'm ready. A beam, come on. I know you're good enough to take in an apprentice of your own. Falter, well then, snap soon. That's enough, Anne. This trip is a very important one. I can't afford to take you, but still swish. I actually knew you weren't going to take us. HMPH. Just be careful. We will master the assignments by the time you return. Sweat, what's gotten to you? I'm just trying to be serious for once. Please be safe, Master. I have faith in you guys. Nod, rub, rub, kick. Don't forget to bring souvenirs on your way back. Of course. I will see you guys back in Seldom later. Border of Harmonia. Are you done saying your farewells? Glance, nod. Yeah. So, where is this base of yours located? Within one of the Forbidden Wonders, Temple of Abraxas. One of 6 Forbidden Wonders, Abraxas. A huge temple located in the northernmost part of the world Po Way above the great forest of Arizard. Due to the lack of human population in the area, this place is home to perilous plants and monsters. And Isis is waiting for me there, not right now. To tell you the truth, Isis and Burial both stayed in Harmonia temporarily. They left to take care of some business recently. What the does that mean? I won't get to see her, even at the base of the frontier. Glance, you will. I'm sure they'll return to the base there before we do. Besides, it won't be bad to check out other areas of the world in the meantime. A village near the Urchin Mountains. You demon child, get the hell out of here. How dare you show up here? You cursed bastards. Step, toss, pow. Pow, pow, pow. Brother Oosh. Tremble, tremble. Swooze, everything's gonna be all right. Bah ha ha. Idiots still waiting for your father to come back. He abandoned you, na boo bull. Wanna know something else? Their dad was a famous con man. Bite. Let's go. Grab step. It hurts step. Damn it. I must grow quickly and make enough money so I can leave this wretched village. Let's spend the night in this village. Nod, okay. Inn Creek. Welcome to our inn. Clink. 2 rooms, please. Nilba, take each of these gentlemen to their respective rooms. Of course, please come upstairs, sirs. Chatter, chatter. Nom, ha ha. You're a strange one, I must point out. Who carries around a separate mask just for eating? Done. Why do you care? That's none of your business. Ugh, fine, whatever. I heard Bilter saw it too. Glance, do you think it's really cursed? Cursed! This has been happening since that woman and her 2 children got here. Shout, shout. Oh, we need to kick them out of this village. Shake, shake. You and your conspiracy theories. Do they look like evil people to you that could stir up some trouble? Do you not know that you can never tell a dark mage apart from others through appearance alone? Choke, cough, loom, crush, my bad, sweat. I'm telling you, that's just a coincidence. Can I get another tankard of ale wipe? Of course, what can I get for the emerald-haired gentleman? I don't need anything else. But what's this curse others were talking about? Oh, that. Ever since a woman and her 2 children settled in this village about 3 months ago, apparitions have been showing up on a nightly basis. The villagers forced them to move to the outskirts of the village. But the spirits keep appearing. The rumors of ghosts spread to nearby settlements, and even travelers tend to avoid passing through here now. Apparitions. That's a strange phenomenon. Nod, turn. Anyhow, I suggest against staying in this village for a long time. Not having customers hurts, but you never know what's going to happen. Apparitions in a cursed family. Something is up. All right, time to put their theory to the test. Close. If they are real apparitions, I should be able to detect them easily. Open. Oh, they weren't lying. Nefarious energy is abundant in this area. Whoosh! He snuck out. It's actually worse here than an average cemetery. A naturally occurring apparition would only possess such strong nefarious energy under one condition.
When it has become an evil spirit with a grudge against humans.
However, I cannot sense animosity despite the thickness of the dark mist. This is not normal. Look, a cluster of sinister energy. This strange phenomenon must involve a necromancer in one way or another. Dadun, there it is. Take me to your master blast. Pavabesti bezet. To think it withstood my power's sweat. I thought necromancers of this era were all mediocre at best. I guess I was wrong. But a great power always succumbs to an even greater power. First special ability, unnatural causes.
Come to me.
Plop. Not too shabby, but I invented necromancy with my own hands. You can't compete with me. Clunk buzz buzza. I shall trace it back to the summoner. Whoosh! I unbound the soul from its original owner, but it unsummoned itself without losing a single fragment of it. Deactivating. Whoosh, snap. Whoosh the undead. Creature must possess absolute loyalty to its master in order for this to happen. Fascinating. Turn, I should ask Jinn to stay here for a few more days. The next day, turn. Oh, Fibion. Meal for 2 to go as usual, mister. For 3 today, please. Creek. Give me just a moment.
We should be able to get by for an entire week with that much.
Whoosh, wait. Isn't that Fibion? We can't walk around on the streets at night because of you, you bastard. Step, step, step. Why do we innocent folk have to suffer because of the stupid curse on you and your family? My family isn't cursed, show.
Who the hell do you think you're talking to? Giggle. Ah, dude. Should we see if killing him would lift the curse from the village? Sounds like an idea, clutch toss. Somebody help me. Who in the right mind would help a cursed kid like you? Just die. Tap, I can't believe you're doing this to a child. Crush, crush. Ow. Tumble. And the noise. So early in the morning like this. Tap, tap. Do you own this village or something? Tremble, why don't you man up and pick on someone your own size? Tremble step. Affliction. Fwoosh. That takes care of them. Thank you so much for helping me out. Turn, tremble, tremble. So he must be from the family villagers we're talking about. I was wondering how I was going to find him. Nice. Show me your face for a moment. Heal what it doesn't hurt anymore. I am a priest on a mission assigned by my order. I cannot turn a blind eye to those in need as a servant of the goddess. It looks like you and your family are in a tough situation. Would you like me to help you out? Step, step. The sinister energy is strong here. Glance. How can someone live in a place like this? It's perfect spot for a graveyard. This is where we live, sir. Creek. I see. Ta-da-da. Mommy Fiona. I'm back, toss, rush, turn, turn. You're back, Phoebeon. Phoebeon and Fiona's mother. Irina, brother. We have a guest, Mom. He's a priest. He said he's going to drive away the apparitions from this village. Glance, what really? It's an honor to meet you. I am a priest in service of the goddess Pero. Shame. You may call me Ricky. It's an honor, but what brings a holy man like you to an unworthy place like this? Glitter, sweat, mommy. He is unreal. Check this out. He cured me of all my wounds just now. Even the scar from the stone few days ago. Glitter, glitter. Oh my word. You're right. The wounds are completely gone. I heard it costs a lot of money to get healing services like this from the temple. I don't know how to pay you back. You have my sincere gratitude. Bow, bow, brother, why? Ha, ha. Don't mention it, really. I'm only doing good deeds, as per the teachings of the goddess. Ah, this is so humiliating. Ahem. But I digressed. I'm actually here because I have heard rumors that you and your children are the cause of apparitions haunting this village. Would you allow me to verify the truthfulness of the rumor? Phoebeon and Fiona, why don't you play outside for a bit? I have something to discuss with this gentleman here. Nod. Okay, Mommy. Creak! Swish. This is a rosary I received from a certain priest before we came to this village. Click. It is supposed to protect me and my family from evil spirits. That means I can sense unidentifiable divine power at work from the rosary. Yes, I'm afraid the rumor is true. The apparitions are after us. What would the spirits want to do with you? Sweat, I'm not entirely sure, but I'm suspecting it has to do with my late husband and children's father. He was the knight commander of Kingdom of Silthion. When a rebellion took place, he was slain during the struggle to protect the former dynasty. Kingdom of Silthion. After the former king suddenly passed away 3 years ago, the last prince in line to succeed took up arms in a coup.
The prince successfully seized the throne and abandoned the former family name, establishing an entirely new dynasty by giving himself a different surname. I can't help but think it's somehow related to that.
But the kingdom of Silthion is in the westernmost part of the continent of Arisha, whereas this village is quite a distance away from it, up in the north. Besides, they're the family of a former knight commander, not the king. Frown, why would the kingdom of Silthion chase after a helpless woman and her children by hiring necromancer, no less?
I should reap what I sowed and leave straight away. Thank you for telling me all this. That is a heartbreaking story. If you'd like, I can free your family from the spirits. Rise.
Is there something we can do to help? Yes, I was hoping you'd become the bait.
Glance. To lure the apparitions in.
Thank you so much. I really hope it works out. There's nothing for you to worry about. It will.
Sir, thank you for curing my wounds and agreeing to get rid of ghosts that have been harassing the village rub-rub.
No problem. Just make sure you keep your mother and sister safe. Okay. And
do not take a single step out of your house tonight. The rosary's protective power seems to affect Fabian's home, and approximately a 1,000-foot radius. I had invented dark mana and dark magic as Diablo Volpire in the distant past. The seeds I have sown still remain all across the world. Although it seems almost impossible to reap all of them, I'll do what I can to rid this world of the heinous byproduct of my research. I should make the move now, when the spirits are most vulnerable.
Gate of unnatural causes. Rumble.
I summon you through the blessing, amplified by nefarious chants.
Clink.
Kreia, come forth. Azard. Ryza. And Ashtar.
Why the hell have you unsheathed your weapons already? Sheathe them back in flinch, scratch, clench, click, Why are you looking away? Your master is right here.
Oh, I must have gotten excited about stepping outside for the first time in a long time. Ashtar worked for the organization that distributed the illegal substance Apophis X within the Magical Society 5 years ago. He was captured alive during battle and thrown onto the other side of the Gate of Unnatural Causes, becoming Jamie's undead subordinate. Anyhow, I have a mission for you guys. Your job is to stay on watch duty and look out for any undeads. Sniff. Sniff undeads. Now that you say it, I think I can smell something.
What about you? Master-turn enemies will most likely not show themselves if I linger around. I'm going to hide somewhere until they actually appear.
Understood. We will give the signal as soon as we spot them. Fade bow. Flash. Link I must carry out.
The command.
Link clink.
Whoosh grip.
Glance, the ominous energy is strong again tonight. I can sense the presence of the doomed.
Tap. I'm sure Jamie Welton meant it when he said he was going to take care of the problem. A saint is particularly strong against the undead. Would you like another tankard of ale pop, Glance? It's okay. How long have you been in this village for, by the way?
About 2 years, I suppose. Most villagers were in bad mood because of the ominous vibe, but this girl seems unaffected by it.
AWIC, thanks. And here I thought you were going to order another tankard. See you later.
I should get back to my room and polish my weapon.
Whiz!
The nefarious energy became stronger. Do you think those humans will be all right? They're ordinary folks, you know. Master cast a sleeping spell on all three of them, so they should be safe. Ziz. The problem is, Master hasn't really been responding to me. Step, what? No way.
There they are.
Ugh, are you serious? Whoosh. What do you expect me to say to that?
This is strange.
How come these spirits all seem so fresh? If they're really under the control of a necromancer, they couldn't have retained their bodies like this. Does that matter? Because we're going to destroy them all. Grin right. Make sure none of them reach the house behind us. Ready.
Get 'em!
Time for the massacre. It seems I've been mistaken. To think a naturally born Death Knight was behind all this mess. I still have no idea why a creature like this would be after Fibion's Turn family.
Foosh.
Looks like I'll have to engage in a fight. Why have you come this way? Your target is quite a distance away from here. If it's battle you want, blaze, a battle you will have. Anything that stands in my way, glow. I will eliminate. Wait, that's my dark mana. Grin, you've piqued my interest. You will be mine. Grin, you've piqued my interest. You will be mine. CLK clink clin. Oh, nice command over my dark mana and the sword skills. You must be at least an expert knight. Not to mention the support you have. Point shriek. I'm afraid I got something particularly effective against your kind. Whoosh. Divine Light, the basic divine magic spell used by priests. Blast. Step, you won't even be able to scratch me with lesser undeads, Death Knight. I must turn, eliminate the enemies. I thought it was strange how you seemed to lack experience. Now I get it. Grin.
You didn't become powerful from harboring the grudge for a long time. Rather, you were re-raised as a mighty undead creature by stumbling across my dark mana.
First special ability. Chains of Unnatural Causes. Clink, clink, chick. You're not bad. I'll give you that. Dash. However, you're still a novice Death Knight, lacking experience.
Swoosh!
Ush! Great counterattack, except Staff of Avalon, Realm of Reversal. You must consider all possibilities against a battle mage turn AR. SRA Arga. Wings of Thunder. Wings of Thunder. Thunderbird. Arg. A woman. Don't you dare get in my way.
Bazedzeti.
The Death Knight is a high-tier undead, and thus should have retained her mind. But she looks more like an apparition, with grudge that was just born. Did my power have to do with it? Whatever. I can always retrain her in the unnatural realm. Click. Stop restlessly wandering the world to haunt the living. Come to me instead. Foosh. But I must complete my mission. Quosh. Royal Palace of Silthion, there they are. Stab, CL, clank, ank, clank. Don't let any of them escape, kill them all. We are vastly outnumbered. What do we do? Commander, more enemies are approaching from the other side. Pant, pant, we must stop them. Do whatever it takes to make sure His Highness escapes this tragedy. Volbinos, Crayon Commander of Silthion's Royal Knights, I advise you to reconsider while you still have a chance. The fourth prince has slain the wrongly designated heir apparent. It's all over. Clink, clink. Labida, Powell, Vice Commander of Silthion's Royal Knights. Hand over the baby, and we'll spare your lives. Glare. Vice Commander Labida, must you really go so far as to kill a young child? If His Highness has truly been slain, he is the last remaining legitimate heir to the throne. Done, we must keep him from harm in order to have a future.
Yes, sir. Bianca. Tap.
Get His Highness to safety, regardless of what it takes. He is the only remaining legitimate member of the royal bloodline.
Commander Swish.
Not so fast. Volbinos, you will hand over the baby now.
Dash.
Hurry up. Bianca, you must protect him. Must him at all costs.
You little.
Take His Highness to my wife and deliver the news of treachery.
Step, but how can I leave everyone behind like this step?
Bianca, you can't disobey the commander's words, can you? We will make short work of them and join you later.
Hold.
It shall be done. A crush.
Get her.
Don't let them I escape. I must get to the territory of House Krian Adada Baz and inform them of all that transpired. Creek Tada.
Whoosh.
Po. Tumble. Wah.
No. Creek.
Pierce. No. No, I must complete my mission. Crawl. See. Crawl. I hurry up. Bianca, you must protect him. At all costs. Cannot die. Bianca, you can't disobey the commander's words, can you? We will make short work of them and join you later here. Not like this. Plop.
Crack, crack.
I must complete my mission.
Foosh.
I see. So you weren't trying to harm Fibion's family or anything. It seems that her desperation materialized in the form of netherworldly power, which caused my ancient dark mana that had been asleep to awaken. Although don't understand how Silthion was in possession of it. I must, but her obsession with completing the mission is too strong. She's going to lose the remaining bit of herself at this rate and become an evil apparition. Carry out. Swish, I will avenge you. Snap. These guys are weak as hell, but there's just too many of them. Clink. It's not like you ever get tired, dude. Slash. I'd focus on attacking another enemy if I were you, Clam. Do what you came here to do, Bianca. There is someone that you must meet in person inside the hut. You should be able to approach it now. Swoosh, clink, clink, that's... Step, I must report on what transpired in the royal palace, and entrust His Highness to Lady Crayon. Knock, knock. Bianca Adre of the Royal Knights of Silthion, at your service. I have come here as per the order by Knight Commander Volbinos Crayon. Dame Bianca, how? Lady Crayon. Your husband Knight. Commander. Volbinos and knights under his command are fending off traitors in the royal palace. We must get your family and His Highness right here to safety. We can muster loyal forces and strike back as long as we... What are you talking about? The royal palace has already... Lady Crean, please let her finish what she has to say. This voice, Brother Ricky.
That is Bianca's spirit standing in front of you. Please help her find solace so she can finally rest in peace.
Dame Bianca, have you traveled all the way from the royal palace? Tremble, tremble, to entrust him with his highness and get us to safety. Yes, milady, I was fiercely fending off the attack by the rebels when Knight Commander Volbinos ordered me to inform you of all this. Thank you for telling me. You've been through a lot. Clasp. Lady Crean, I abandoned my commander and comrades and survived alone. It's okay. I'm sure they were all happy that you did. Everything is gonna be all right. You may rest in peace. Touch my husband, and everyone else is probably waiting for you in heaven. I'm sorry, please forgive me, for failing to protect the Knight Commander. For falling to the enemy's scheme on my way here, for causing you and your children to suffer greatly.
Foosh.
Undead soldiers are disappearing. Looks like Master has taken care of the necromancer.
Hechimpecha.
Be on standby in the vicinity. I will be there as soon as I can. Understood, Master.
Step.
You've done well, Lady Arena. Step, step, Brother Ricky. Were you aware that the misfortune on our family was caused by Dame Bianca's restless soul? I hadn't in the beginning. I discovered it by chance and led her here. Nod, I see.
Dame Bianca.
She had been dreaming for an impossible future.
Drip while enduring the nightmare she was in.
Drip, but I somehow felt a bit jealous of her. At least she didn't get to experience the downfall of her house and death of her family, or see her most shunned enemy seize the throne and prosper. Dame Bianca's nightmare ended today. Clance, but I'm still suffering from the loss of my husband and my kingdom. Do you think I'll find peace in death, Glance? Death can never be a solution. It doesn't result in anything positive. There'll be nothing but regret. You speak as though you've experienced it. A open mommy.
Please don't die, you can't.
ASP, Mommy, don't leave us. Mommy isn't going anywhere.
Wow, where would I ever go without you two?
Him, wah, scratch, if I don't think it's my place to butt in, I suppose. Wah,
Glitter, ha! That's...
Glance, sniffle, sniffle. Ta-da-da? Did everything go all right, Master?
Yeah, there was a heartbreaking story behind it.
Snap, rumble. Great job, all of you. You may go back and rest a bit now. Understood. I thought you would have left this realm. Glance. Whoosh.
Why are you still here? I thought your mission was over now.
I still have work to do here. I can't reunite with my fallen comrades and commander yet. As long as my enemies are alive and well in the royal palace of Silthion. Clench, I will make them go through the hell my fellow knights and I suffered. That energy, she does possess the power to start a war without foreign intervention, however. That is not going to work. No undeads can roam around in this realm freely. Once the 12 gods find out about you, you'll be destroyed for good by their paladins even before you reach the palace. I don't care, as long as I get a chance to stab those scoundrels in their hearts.
That is why you should serve me. I will help you avenge your fallen comrades. Flinch, what I do sense a limitless supply of strong energy from him. However, I cannot join forces with someone that uses such heinous powers, when I am a knight sworn to. I am not an ordinary dark mage that you suspect me to be, Bianca Adre. Grin gulp. What do you mean? FL, please tell me you recognize this mark. Isn't that the mark of Pero? Come to think of it, he used divine powers in the fight against me. Flinch. Flinch. I am a saint of Pero. Whoosh. Dark mages are foul creatures to be hunted down. I can't believe a hideous individual like you could be a saint. I wield a power that is innately different from that commanded by those abominable fools. Snap, the power you're in possession of is actually mine as well. Zing. The dark mana within my body is resonating with him. Decide now whether to serve me or to depart on your own. This probably is the last offer he'll make me. Fine. As long as I can avenge my comrades, I am willing to enlist the help of a demon, if needs be.
Wise.
I will make a pact with you. Grin, I accept. Bianca Adre, at your service. Kneel, I will faithfully serve you as my lord and commander until I cease to exist. Shring Bianca Adre, I ordain you as a loyal knight in my service. I humbly accept the honor, my liege. I have faith Ryza will help her get settled in the realm of unnatural causes behind the gate. Fibian's family, though, I presume they calmed down by now. Mommy, I will do her best again, I promise. So I can buy you two everything, and I will do my best to help, from food to clothes. Me too. Chatter, I am so happy to have you by my side. Pause, so they decided to try their hardest once again for each other. Unlike in my previous life, I now understand the love of the family. Perhaps that's why I really want to help them out. The sentimentality. I guess it'll take some getting used to. Knock, knock. Lady Irina. It's me. Creak, Brother Ricky. Where have you been? I wanted to express my gratitude for all you've done for us, but couldn't find you. I had to take care of something really quickly. It's not much, but this is a pendant I got from my late husband. Swish, please accept this from me as a token of appreciation. I can't take something of that much significance to you. You should hold on to it and give it to your child later. If you really insist on giving me something, may I receive the rosary you showed me before instead. Swish well, if you say so. Thank you so much. Lady Irina, you should head to Harmonia. Glance the kingdom of Harmonia, Russell. Yeah, show this to the captain of the guards in the capital. He will find a place for you to stay. Swish. Why would the captain of the guards do that? Pick. He and I are friends, if you could call it that. How can I ever repay you? I don't understand why you're being so kind to us. No reason in particular. I just felt like it. Brother, can you please tell me your real name? You may call me Jay. So she's noticed. Shoosh, farewell then. Hold on, poof. Oh, he's Brother Jay. I feel like I've been doing a lot of good deeds lately. Step. Whose vicarial power does this thing even harness? It's so subtle
that I can't identify whose it is. Glance. To tell the truth, I can only identify the power of a few of the 12 gods. Pero, with whom I made a pact. Zenith, my arch-nemesis. Dryan, whom the godly beast of Basilisk served. Brahman, the dragon lord. And Re, the god of the sun. I only rarely faced the rest of them in head-to-head battle. Grip. Well, only one way to find out. Crack. This. Boom! Phew, I accidentally let my dark mana explode. Swirl, but what is this? This does not belong to any of the 12 gods. Whoosh, whoosh. Could it be that a 13th god that I do not know of exists? Let's calm down. I need to think about it carefully. To whom could this realistically belong? First one that comes to my mind is an ancient god that existed before my days as Diablo. However, not one ancient god survived as far as I am aware. The 12 gods eliminated them completely as they took over. The most probable explanation is the birth of a new god. Maybe I should ask Pero if she knows anything. Clench. I take that back. It's too risky. The leader of the frontier is perhaps the closest person to uncovering the hidden truth. My best bet is asking Isis then. There's a chance she knows something about it. Stay asleep for now. I'm going to make you regret. The other side of gate of unnatural causes. Clink, chink, clank. Zoom. You sly little dash. Tada HMPH, you're all talk. He lost already. Poke, you're not too shabby for a brigand. I'll give you that. Swoosh. However, you can't even touch me with your skills. Shake, shake. Hin, do you wish to challenge me as well? Point. I watched you handle these two like children with my own eyes. I have no reason to, when I know the outcome already. You're a wise one, unlike the other two. Click. I was only going to take a quick look. This is impressive. Azard and Ashtar couldn't do a thing against her. It's rare to see you lose composure, Ryza. Master Bow, step bow bow. You honor me with your presence, my liege. Did you exchange greetings yet, Sai? We actually didn't have a chance. Because of these guys, poke. Poke, Sai. Yes, sir. Let's do it now, while we're at it. This is Ryza, commander of the undead army, and this is the Death Knight that newly joined us. Bianca Adre is her name. I thought she was unsummoned. Whisper, whisper, it's a long story. Get well acquainted with one another, since you'll be leading the skeletal soldiers together. Bianca Adre, I'm Ryza. Shake, it's a pleasure. There still is a lot to be improved. Russian, it's not like I can conjure many more skeletons, since necromancy is shunned. That's where you two come in. Don't worry, Master. Train them to the best of your abilities. We will do our best. What of Neblo? I'm not sure. I haven't seen him for a while. Neblo, the dark mage of Gab School that had engaged in all kinds of heinous deeds, was reanimated as an undead by Jamie. He was given the freedom to act independently, and is probably training somewhere by himself in this realm. Rab, introduce him to Bianca when he returns. Bao, understood. And I have faith in you, Bianca. Clench. There is nothing for you to worry about, my liege. I'm actually worried about Azard and Ashtar.
Whoosh, all right, time to get some sleep.
Wait. Somebody is outside. Glare, who's there? Creak.
It's Nilba. Step, step.
What brings you here? At this time of the day. Hesitate, hesitate. There is something I'd like to ask. Can you return the rosary to me, please?
Da dun.
I didn't expect to meet someone that could shed some light on the 13th divine power this fast. Noosh, let's talk outside. Flash.
Is this what you're talking about, Foos? Yes, sir. Can you please give that back to me?
And if I refuse, scratch, that would put me in a difficult spot. Who are you, really? Swell, rip, swell. R.E.P. Rip. Shape-shifting ability. It's an honor to meet you, Great One. Swish.
Bow.
I am Nirvana, one of Ormers in service of Lady Jormungandr.
Oh, Master Diablo.
To think you'd finally return like this. Beam, familiar spirit beast of Diablo Volpir Jormungandr. How I have longed for this moment. That's enough, Jormungandr. You can't let the grand plan fall apart after waiting patiently for so long. I waited tens of thousands of years for the reunion, with blind faith alone. Shake bite. My patience is running thin. Claire, I knew things were going to get bad the moment he appeared in the kingdom of Harmonia.
Go ahead, if you wish to lose your master again.
How dare you? Think about why you hid from the eyes of the 12 gods for tens of thousands of years. It was all to protect Diablo Volpir, wasn't it? True, but you persevered for this long. A few more years of waiting is nothing. Droop, clench. Master, that I am.
You're an Ormar.
Ormar, meaning serpent in ancient language. Ormar was the name of Jormungandr's subjects. He's not lying. That shape-shifting ability, called Infinite Forms Frown, is something I only gave to Jormungandr. She must think highly of him. Infinite Forms. This ability allows the user to transform to an entirely different being, down to the smallest cell. Even the 12 gods were alarmed by this power to become virtually anything in the world. Just what in the world are you scheming, Jormungandr? Where is Jormungandr at the moment? I'm afraid I can't tell you that yet, because you two meeting right now will cause the grand plan to fall apart.
However, glance shrink. I offer my head for the inability to speak freely of this.
Okay, stop being so dramatic.
Swish. So this rosary was crafted by Jormungandr.
That is correct, sir. Then you should know what this divine power was created from. Grin, oh, that. By the way, if you cannot explain this either, glare, I'll have to crack your skull open and read your mind. Ha ha! I'm glad Lady Jormungandr trusts me enough, actually serious, Bumble to have enlightened me about the nature of this. That divine power was created with
your dark mana, Diablo Volpir.
What? Although what he claims isn't entirely impossible, since the mystic light was created from dark mana as well. Allow me to elaborate. Fragments of Diablo Volpir's power are scattered across the continents. We acquired one such fragment as well, and managed to cultivate divine energy with it. You created a godly power from my mana. Since Black, one of 3 familiar spirit beasts, somehow crafted light from darkness. Making a divine aura isn't impossible for another one of your familiar spirit beasts. Chuckle. Loom. And how do you know this? The moment Black created the mystic light, the new power resonated with the energy we had been working on at the time. I am inclined to think that had to be because they used the same base, although it's only a hypothesis. Because both powers were created from my dark mana, a swish. Let me ask you something else. Has Jurmungandr founded a religious order? Vicarial power cannot exist without the faith to support it. Although I can't imagine an order that can rival those of the 12 gods, Jurmungandr must have amassed a large number of followers to maintain this energy. I'm afraid I cannot answer that question, sir. Lady Jurmungandr will tell you everything in due time. Take it. Snap. Tell Jurmungandr we will see each other very soon. Fwaushdida. I will look forward to that day, O Great One. Wasbau. Hosh. Jurmungandr. In my past, and even in this life, I'm still having trouble reading your thoughts. Or perhaps I failed to pay much attention to the familiar spirit beasts because I was so obsessed with slaying the 12 gods. When this is all over, I really should spend some quality time with my creations. Did you take care of your business? Step, yeah, I did. Tadada, sir. Fibion, why are you here this early in the morning? Pant. Thank the goddess I made it in time. Here, please take this. Swish. Bow, I've saved this up for a long time. I want you to have it, as a token of my appreciation. Ahem. I don't accept anything less than gold pieces for my service, Fibion. Flinch B. What now? I don't have that much money. Forget the payment. Just promise me you'll continue to do your best for your family. I will accept proper compensation from you when you're old enough to make real money. Sniffle, rub, sir. Turn. Step, I'll be on my way then. Wave, step. Trying to look cool in front of a kid, chuckle. I don't need to try. I am cool. Brother Ricky, you have to drop by and visit us in the future. I will be a real man by then and pay you back for all this. Ricky Flinch, of course. Urchin Mountains, Northern Orisha, Tadadada. Stop right there, you can't run from us. I can't believe it's really come to this. Pant. My stamina is at its limit. I can't keep running like this. Everyone surround him, Tadada. Close. Play with us, director. Pause. Twitch. I can't give up here. Twitch. Moniker Kenzie the Ripper. Flinch. Turn I will. Not die here. Mount Bepos of Urchin Mountains. Why do we have to travel through the mountains? We could have gone through the Kingdom of Evan. I don't have papers to go through immigration. Come to think of it, although they're from the same land, Jin kinda looks a bit wild, unlike Han, who appears aristocratic. I have a question. Are you close with Han Min, since you're both from the same place? Crackle. I can't say that I am. Not at all, actually. Our statuses at birth were too different. In this land's terms, Han was a nobleman. Crackle.
while I was a slave. Crackle, crackle. Luckily, a general took me in because I was so skilled in combat. After working exclusively for him for some time, my abilities were recognized and I was set free. But people think the status at birth is a person's innate nature. I had to endure discrimination even afterwards. That nobleman looks like he wants to be on friendly terms. That nobleman, very well, fair enough, but my insecurities forbid me from opening up. Can I just fly over the mountains, crackle, crackle? No, you'll get trapped by the mana-free zone. Mana-free zone. Transparent zones, separating the territories of one domain from another. There are walls erected at the border to prevent territorial disputes. If use of any spells is detected within the mana-free zone, both nations on each side of the border deploy military forces to hunt down the perpetrator. And although this is still unknown to many, the mana-free zone was actually set up by dragons to monitor human movements. I can easily bypass or break down the mana-free zone. However, that would draw the attention of the dragons. Scowl, thank goodness. They're not directly overseeing the borders, though, although it's still annoying. But unless somebody like Dark Mage Ganon appears again, dragons would not meddle in the affairs of the humanly realm. The servants of Dragon Lord Brahman are forbidden from interfering with businesses of believers in other faiths. Rise, let's get some sleep, so we can be on our way in the morning. Wise, so you felt it too. That's a human. Flash! He's in terrible shape. The deep stab wound in the torso doesn't look good. Flash! Whoosh, being able to command divine power must be so convenient. But is that a sword attached to his arm? Some kind of an artifact. I doubt it. I don't feel any magical energy from the weapon. It certainly looks extraordinary. I've never seen a sword with such a wide blade before. Tap, tap now. That fatal injuries were taken care of. Can we get going? I don't want to get involved in other people's business. I don't want to die, you heard the guy. He's lucky I'm such a compassionate person. Sigh. Open up! Rise, are you all right? Are you the ones that saved me, crackle, crackle? Thank you so much. I owe you. Yeah. You would have gotten swept away by the creek's current otherwise. Glance what's with that sword. It looks like it's connected to your arm. Oh, this. Think of it as an unusual prosthetic arm. Where am I, by the way? Glance about, halfway to the summit of Mount Bepos. Are you planning to hike with that injury? Ha 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 ha! Not at all. I was just curious. May I ask your names, gentlemen? I suppose it won't bode well to tell him everything. Just call me J. And this guy, N. What about you? I am Kenway. Russell, what's wrong? Nothing. I really have to, take a piss. Russell. He's definitely hiding a lot. But he doesn't even know his stomach had bee punctured. And that sword attached to his right arm. Demon-cursed sword. Ursed sword. There are various types of swords, from bass swords frequented by many, and artifact swords, harnessing magical enchantments like Scud, to holy swords enhanced by the blessing of the god, and cursed swords crafted through heinous rituals that possess their wielders. Not 100%, but there is a chance that he's possessed by the cursed sword
and has no idea he's been committing murder. Glance. Are you saying he could be a serial killer or something?
We can ask him when he returns. Whiz, he won't be able to flee in that state anyways.
Badum, badum, badum.
Whoosh! It's finally calmed down. Damn it. I should never have accepted that mission.
Blood fury, manifestation of bloodlust. Blood fury.
This horrific, cursed relic brought a terrible tragedy across the Iartian Mountains about 100 years ago. Kenzie had run across this sword completely by chance.
Director.
Kenzie was the director of a small orphanage at which he raised unfortunate children as his own. However, money was always an issue. He took on dangerous jobs that paid well. Over time, his reputation as a competent mercenary grew. An old man visited Kenzie one day.
I heard you're someone that gets things done.
There is something I'd like you to do for me.
Herb that grows only around this area. Step, this forest is vast and heavily wooded. It's not gonna be easy. Kids are going to worry about me.
Zing, what is that?
Zing.
Step, is that sword calling for me?
Swish.
Find you what?
Crack!
Crack! When Kenzie came back to his senses, the cursed sword had been connected to his arm, and piles of dead bodies of powerful monsters stood. The cursed sword continued to crave bloodshed, taking control over Kenzie's body every time he gave into the urge, albeit temporarily. And recently, Kenzie inadvertently murdered the son of the Lord that governed the areas surrounding the Iartian Mountains. Damn it! I can't go on like this. I don't deserve to live anymore.
Check this out, Director. I drew this with Ellie. It's our house. Do you like it?
I'm going to be rich in the future and buy you a huge house like this. No, I must not give up here.
Press.
I shall press on until the kids are old enough to make money on their own. I cannot and will not fall before that. I can't even express my gratitude to the kind adventurers for saving me. CHAP rise. I'll put them in danger if I stay near them. I need to leave now. I don't know when the chasers dispatched by the Lord will come.
Wobble, wobble.
He can't have gotten far, leave. No stone unturned, understood, sir. You hideous monster, where are you hiding? Term Step Hilder, captain of the chasers. High tire expert. Night Step.
Step, huh?
A huge cave here.
I found a big cave under the cliff. There is a chance that the criminal is hiding there. I am going in. Step, understood. It feels absolutely overwhelming just to step inside. What is this, an avalanche? Thumps. How dare you cause commotion in my land? Glare. It reeks of detestable blood. Rumble, no. Holy hell, this cave is a dragon's lair. Perish, worm. Consider yourself unlucky to have set foot in my territory, right when I woke up from my slumber.
Dadun.
Kairos red dragon, most powerful creatures in the humanly realm. Flinch. Oh, I really did not expect to encounter humans that are better than maggots. One of them is actually capable enough to hold his own against superior kinds. Blaze. Swoosh. This is going to be entertaining. Hostility. I have never felt greater pressure than this in my life. Jamie Welton.
I don't know what's going on, but we must get out of here. Grab. It's too late. We're up against a dragon. A dragon. Here, how could it have been unknown to others for so long? Dragon's lair. Hidden, that makes no sense. To be fair, each dragon is different in nature. Glance. This particular creature probably had cast a spell to magically conceal its lair from human eyes. We should be able to get away through moonlight resonance. I am nearly invincible underneath the moonlight. Perhaps we can. Your moonlight resonance is undoubtedly an incredible blessing. However, no creature can run from a dragon in its territory. Activation of an ability would actually draw attention. What really matters is the color of the dragon. If we're dealing with a white or blue dragon, we can probably leave unharmed. However, we would have to risk our lives against a black or red one. Those two never turn a blind eye to other creatures that are quite powerful. In worst-case scenario, we will have to engage in battle. Clench, we may have a chance against a relatively young one. However, against an ancient dragon. Slide. Pant, I should take the children and flee to another country. Pant, get a new identity, so chasers can't find me. But after finding a skilled mage that could somehow remove this detestable sword from my arm, I was wondering where this intense scent of blood was coming from. Fern, have I been discovered already? You have something interesting on your arm, maggot. Loom. And it seems you're barely resisting being consumed by the cursed relic. Glance. You know about this sword. Do your bidding. Flash. To put it simply, that sword is like a parasite, looking to take over the body of the host. Slither, slither. I will never give in. You possess stunning willpower for a worm. However, you're defenseless against greater power. Flick. GRR.
Grrr.
You assumed complete control over that body for the first time, and are excited to find out just what you're capable of. I understand your sentiment. However, know whom you're up against. Although I am actually astounded by your courage, charging so bravely towards me. Except that will be the last time you'll be forgiven for such treachery. Or there won't be a second. If you're so desperate to put your power to the test, turn. Oh, why don't you try it against the maggots in my territory? There are two relatively powerful creatures among them. If you can get rid of them as well, I shall reward you duly. Val whoosh gar. Go and wreak havoc, bloodthirsty beast. There is another enemy besides the dragon. Step what? Dash. Hurry. Because. Tremble, tremble, tremble. The stranger is about to pay our kindness back with bloodshed. Aseke. Polyp. Swoosh. I knew something about you was suspicious, but to think you've been committing this atrocity. Fling after I went through the trouble to save you. The dragon is nearby. I can sense it. I will take care of this guy. It was we that saved him, so it falls on our hands to avenge his victims. Turn, I'll take a look around to see if there are any survivors. Step, step. Rush. You must be one of the two humans that are better than maggots. Glance. Shring no clue what you're talking about, but I will show you. Mercy and end it. Swiftly without pain.
Moonlight resonance. Moonlight shade. I cut through your neck cleanly. You shouldn't feel any pain. Float the blood in the air. Is being pulled back to its source. I am the bringer of destruction. Not a soul survived. Turn, turn. What happened to the presence I felt a moment ago? You seem a bit too untroubled for my liking. There you were, whiz. Not bad for a maggot. A red dragon. Great. And you're not even panicking. Did you know I was going to come for you? Land a dragon would be intrigued by a powerful being. Oh, you're quite arrogant for a worm. And you don't have the dignity to be an ancient dragon. I take it that you've only just become mature enough. Ah ha 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 ha. What are you really trying to assess my prowess, lowly creature? This is absolutely entertaining. I see now. You're a bit younger than 3,000 years of age. Bite. Keneal. Drip draconic words. H. U-T. An extremely destructive type of verbal magic. It is one of two powers that set dragons apart from the rest. Only dragons are able to command this absolutely manipulative power. Judging from its effectiveness, you're around 2,700 years old. What? Draconic words grow in power as a dragon matures in age. The fact that I can resist it to a certain degree indicates how young you are. Zing, activating Shell of Absolute Immunity. Shell of Absolute Immunity. One of 3 sacred artifacts, crafted by Diablo Volpir. This item offers absolute immunity against all forms of ailments, from plague to curse. Flash, we'll settle it on the special battlefield reserved for us. You little. It's either you or me. That'll die here. Gremia. Gremia changing shape. Bam, bam, bam. Blood control. That's an annoying blessing he's awakened. Bam, bam. If he could also control other creatures' blood too, things would only get worse the longer I drag this out. Slide. I must dispatch him quickly. Stagnate grip. Quick draw half moon slash. Glash. Polyp. Twitch. Twitch. Is that the nucleus? I'll have to destroy that. Splash. Which what? Twitch, twitch. What kind of evil creature would craft a hideous thing like this? Flash. Kaboo moonlight seal. Whoosh. That look. Flash. Imitating me now. Grow. What's Jamie doing when I need him? What's taking him so long? Did he run into the dragon or something? This is. He isolated us in a completely secluded realm in an instant. Do you truly intend to face me in battle? Why are you scared? Know your place, you lowly human. Swish. F quench. How what have you done? Turn, turn. It's rather simple. I just deprived this area of fire. Oh, I forgot to mention that's just the start. Mana reduction, air depletion, intensified gravity, crumble amplified pressure. I hope you find it to your satisfaction. You are an entertaining one, human. You call yourselves the master race. Surely you can handle a few debuffs like this. Bite! Or you can tell me if you think it's unfair, and I'll lift them. I swear in the name of the Dragon Lord Brahmin. I will kill you. Hey, that little provocation attempt worked like a charm. Spark a dragon that loses in the battle under their lord's name. Spark surrenders its soul permanently after death. It won't take long.
Swoosh.
Dominion of darkness.
Swirl.
So you're a dark mage. Step, but it's different from the dark magic I know. I suppose you'll make a fine specimen for experiment. You won't be able to stop me. Clink. With a puny piece of steel like this. Crack.
Rush.
Thuh. The sword my father gave me. Here you go. This relic sword is called Scud. I pray for good health and fortune on your journey. You can get hurt along the way as long as you learn from it and become stronger. Fiat Lux, Fiat Lux. How dare you?
Step, step.
I declare in the name of House Welton. Foosh.
I won't let you die in peace. You shut your trap, you human.
F-whoosh.
Crack, crack.
Roar.
Crack.
You're big, but that's all there's to it.
Swoosh.
You insolent worm. Zing, kaboom. Boom, boom, boom. My wings are going to be punctured at this rate. I've had enough of your petty tricks. Dragon breath. Pathetic showing by a pathetic lizard. Second special power. Dominion of darkness. Spectral fist. Quoosh.
Kaboom.
STP.
Clank, clank.
JRR. Summoning Longinus.
You will not find peace even in death. For you shall serve me faithfully as an undead. Lance of darkness. Longinus curse of decaying.
Pirk.
Longinus, also known as the evil relic. Anyone pierced by Longinus is permanently inflicted by a terrible curse to be tormented for eternity. You will pay for breaking the sword Father gave me. Now! Cough, plop. Damn it. Why does my power have to dissipate now?
F-whoosh.
Glare. Chuckle, that was not bad at all. If you had been slightly better than this, I would certainly have perished from this battle. Toss, I'll grant you a quick death. Chuckle, you speak as though you've won. Did you honestly think getting rid of a chunk of your flesh was going to save you? I can't unleash the breath attack. The curse of Longinus is already in effect. Your fate was sealed the moment you were pierced. Remember this, lizard. I am a man of my words. This can't be whose.
Gra.
I lost my cool and used up all of my life force. At this rate, glow, wait, that light. Wobble, wobble. Panta, pant. That has to be the dragon's heart. Dragon's heart material. Harnessing the greatest amount of energy in the entire world. If I could get my hands on that. Drip, drip. Thank goodness that only left a cut on my forehead. Pant. Pant. The enemy is invulnerable to physical attacks. Twitch. I sliced him in half numerous times already, only to see him regenerate. To think even Moonlight Seal wouldn't work. Shring, however, I shall not lose underneath the moonlight. GLA, there has to be a weakness I can exploit. Rumble. Crumble, crumble. What kind of?
Grah!
GRR, twitch, twitch. Lean. I have no idea what's going on, but I'll finish you with this. Moonlight resonance brilliance. Crack, there it is. But forget all this. What in the world is that thing? Could Jamie have summoned it? I must get to the bottom of Twitch. Twitch. I am the bringer of destruction. I am a goner. That's what you are. Step. Jamie Welton, but you seem a bit. Tap, tap. I am back. And he took care of the enemy that kept regenerating with one strike. It seems I still need to hone my skills further. Did you by any chance battle inside that floating thing? Yeah, that is an artifact I own. From the looks of it, you probably engaged the dragon. Yup, and I killed him. Flinch, what I get that you're a rank 9 mage, but killing a dragon is a bit. I only barely survived myself, to tell you the truth. I would have certainly perished if things didn't go right. You seem rather unscathed for that, because if only I could get my hands on the dragon's heart. Panta, panta, pant. Grab. F-whoosh. Fwoosh. The energy from the dragon's heart and the gem of life are resonating with one another. It's spurting my physical growth. Fwoosh. I absorbed the energy that I was leaking from the dragon's heart. The dragon's heart. Shoo, put that away. What if somebody sees you with it? Rush. Push, calm down. Nobody is going to see it. Worry about your own face being seen. You don't seem to be fabricating things. The energy I feel from you is immense, to the point it's almost absurd. Onzing. I only took in a small portion of it, yet made tremendous progress. I'm going to have to think about what I want to do with it. Fwoosh, you can't sell it. Dragons may swoop down on the human settlements and destroy our kind if they find out. I am aware of that. Snap. Flash. Shall we get going again? Before an ancient dragon shows up. Gremia seems okay, thankfully. Nadu, good idea. Rush. That creature down there is pretty strong. Yeah, I think we are no match for her. Whoa, does that mean Grandpa has to take care of her flap Epitheon? Blue dragon, Sevier blue dragon. Yeah, Grandpa has to do it. Flap, oh whoa, flap.
Look, Grandpa is coming. B. Grab. Step Senstrion Blue Dragon. Step. Kidonsera Blue Dragon. Grandpa Senstrion. That creature down there is strong. Can you beat her? Flap. Flap grab. Sevier, you're being rude to Grandfather. But Grandpa is strong, true. I am very strong. Thanks for making the blizzard subside, Chiron Sarah. Isis, so you've come all the way here. I thought I clearly declined your proposition last time. Oh, that I actually gave it a lot of thought, but concluded we definitely still need your help. Otherwise, the plan won't work. You have guts, Lan. Frown, or perhaps you've already forgotten who I am. I came ready this time around, though. Flinch, that's Graham the Thunderblade, also known as the Dragon's Bane. How dare you wield the weapon, made of a dragon's body, in front of me? You know better than anyone how ridiculous things are currently. Dragons are not administrators of the Middle Realm at the moment, but... Grrrr! 2 weeks later, tap. So, did you decide to fully absorb the dragon's heart yet? Nod. I think you have a point. Don't get me wrong, though. I will definitely consume parts of it. I can always benefit from a larger pool of mana. Or, perhaps I could craft the 4th sacred item with it. An artifact made of dragon's heart would be epic. I actively searched for it for the past 5 years, but have not heard a single rumor surrounding it. Forbidden Wonder, Abraxas. This place is home to many poisonous vegetation and perilous monsters. When I was at Marquis Bell's estate 5 years ago, I couldn't even dream of venturing into the great forest of Ariazard, another forbidden wonder. However, I've made progress since then and can definitely traverse the woods without anyone's help now. Ganon, the human dark mage that fell in love with the blue dragon Maiatre, had discovered the hidden truth of the world. He must have discovered Garmin while trying to hide from the 12 bastards. What better place could there be other than 6 forbidden wonders to do just that? My guess is that Garmin is within either the great forest of Ariazard or Abraxas. Jamie and Jin fought their way to the entrance of the Temple of Abraxas. Ooh, not a moment of peace. Things are much better on the inside. Poisonous plants thrive in the surrounding parts of the temple, making the beasts shun this area. We at the frontier believe this temple is at least 20,000 years old. Step, we're here. This is Avalon, the base of the frontier. This energy, shudder, Isis must have arrived here before us. Alan, one of 3 master races alongside dragons and high elves. And the leader of the frontier. Me are you, nervous glance. I never am. Stop. Oh! The restoration magic on the entire village. That's impressive. How did you know? Does that come naturally with achieving rank 9? Not necessarily. Anyone with a certain degree of magical prowess would sense it. But there can't be many mages that could cast this level of restoration magic on the entire settlement. There's a rank 9 mage in the frontier that could guide you. It's probably the work of the rank 9 mage Beryl told me about 5 years ago. Step so who worked this magic over the village step. An elven mage called Nell Sharan. Oh, an elf, and not high elf chuckle. Most would suspect a mage of her caliber to be a high elf, but she's a common elf. And a young one at that.
She just turned 130 not too long ago. I see. Step. Considering the average lifespan of an elf is around 500 years, 130 should be young adulthood. It's fascinating to see people of so many different races living together in harmony. Where you headed? Oldie, respect your elders, child. I was stunned by the sight, too, when I first saw it, especially because I hail from Rio, where there is pretty much no other race than humans. Most non-human races despise humans. Need assisted living yet? I would have messed you up if I was 100 years younger. But they don't seem to be startled by the appearance of a strange human. That says a lot about this place. Is this the freedom the frontier is promoting? This is as far as I'm taking you. I have matters to attend to. Someone else should be with you shortly. Nod. Okay, I'll see you around. Step. Jamie, step. It's great to see you, Sir Beryl. Grin likewise. It's been a while. Executive of the Frontier, Beryl. Onyx Swordmaster. When did you get back? I thought you were stationed at the border against Kariren. Step. I returned here earlier this year to take care of some personal business. You grew a lot. A bit too much, I would say. Not to mention the progress. I guess the blood of the Weltons runs thick in my veins. Even my parents were astounded when I saw them. How are Benna and Behemoth doing anyways? You'll be seeing them very soon. But before that, this is the Central Hall of Avalon. They've all been waiting for you. Creak. Amazing. He is a stunning kid, just like all of you have said. Grin. Jamie Welton. Step. Welcome to the frontier. Leader of the frontier, Isis Land. Chill, they are all master level or higher. So this is what they are made of. Simply astounding. Chill. I had heard a lot of Isis, so I expected as much. But the land sitting next to her is just as good. Executive of the Frontier, Clark Lan. Executive of the Frontier, Rosemary Dryad. Dryad, Avian Humanoid. Frown, Executive of the Frontier. Falcon, Avian Humanoid. Executive of the Frontier, Payon Valkyrie. Valkyrie and Dwarf. This place really is a melting pot. Stroke, Executive of the Frontier. Iron Rill, Dwarf. She has to be the elven mage Jin told me about. Executive of the Frontier. Nell Sharon Elf. There are 3 humans among executives, including Jin, who isn't here. Hey, Jamie. Executive of the Frontier, Han. Human from Rio. Hall. Greatest talent among humans. I'm rather disappointed. Not that I had high expectations of their kind in the first place. Stop right there, Falcon. What did you just say? I speak the truth, Han. Humans clearly have limits, as we have verified through sparring matches time and again. Rise, tap, oh, yeah, that will be overturned today. Shut up, both of you. Bite it, is I that was insulted, and I take offense to that. Birdface, follow me outside so I can beat some sense into your brainless skull. Flick. Oh, the audacity to speak in such a manner. But I like the courage, Andy. Very well, I shall oblige. Enough. Whoa, Falcon, shut up and go back to your seat. Turn, chuckle. Ha. All that talk, just to back down like a chicken at Isis's command. Pause, what did you say? Jamie Welton, I apologize on Falcon's behalf. It'd be great if you could let the matter rest now.
Tremble, tremble.
HMPH, I thought the frontier was established to seek harmony among different races, but an executive of that very organization showing blatant disdain against humans. Please don't tell me you don't see the irony here. Scratch. Is this what the frontier is all about? TSK. Rise, I'd best head back to the workshop. Call for me if you need anything, Isis. Slam. Geez, I don't have the energy for this. I suppose you two will have to battle it out to move on. Palm. Epong pong. But can it wait? I'll set up an official schedule for that. I can do that, but no running away, Birdface. That's my line. I'll look forward to that. Whoosh! I don't think we could discuss anything at the moment. Ass meeting dismissed for today.
Rosemary, please take care of the guest. Ebare terelof perang parch. Step, please follow me. I'll take you to your room.
Creakam, step, step, sweat. Slam. Sigh, maybe I should not have summoned Falcon to the meeting. It was bound to happen sooner or later, knowing what kind of a person he is, although didn't expect him to provoke him right away. He is indeed a powerful individual, second only to Isis, probably. Bite, but he looks down on others just because he's skilled. Turn. Fail, that'll be a fight worth watching. Step what you're not going to intervene. Beryl step. It should make a good spectacle. Don't you think so, Clark? Nod, shout, Clark. You too. Plop. Whatever.
Jamie's room.
Please make yourself at home here.
It's nice and tidy.
Oh, and please ring this bell should you require any assistance. Thank you very much. I will see you later. Tap. It's too early to call it a day. Perhaps I should go out for a walk. Creak! Now's our chance. I've trained rigorously for the past 5 years, Noosh. Allow me to show you. F-whoosh. Blaze, ouch. Slide. Bee.
No!
Do you little. You still have long ways to go. 1,000 C's. Moo what? Before you can land a hit on me. Master poof, master. Tap, tap. Bum. It's so good to see you again. Ouch. How can you leave a bump on your assistant's head? That's right. You got carried away. Master Benna Valkyrie, Princess Jamie's subject.
Behemoth, one of 3 familiar spirit beasts of Diablo Volpir.
It was you two that attacked me out of nowhere. Ha-ah-him, ha-ha, well. Rise by the way, master. You seem to have grown so tall. We were about the same height before. Swish. Swish, your shade of red hair became stronger, too. I am looking more like my mother, as expected of the Queen's blood. I'm sure her hair is going to turn even redder. But why are you here anyways? I thought you'd be spending time with your people. I figured you would eventually visit the frontier base. So I decided to come here. Take a look. Beam. You told me to become stronger before reuniting with you. I trained rigorously for the past 5 years. Neo-IT seems I wasn't the only one that made progress. You've been through a lot. Great work. Beam. Master, are you all right? You normally don't smile like that. She's right, Masta. You changed. Store, scowl, shudder, scary. What are you talking about? Ahem. It's still great to see you again, though. Rub.
Rub, D. Clasp. You're going to fight Mr. Falcon in a duel, GG.
Are you serious, Master? You gotta be kidding me. Mop.
Why do you seem so astonished? Do you think I'm going to lose? These guys, but be honest. What's the reason? I don't know how much power you've regained. Da Bun, but Falcon is strong enough to hold his own, even in the mythical era. Het's a hunter, with skill and experience. Behemoth isn't wrong. Falcon is on the verge of becoming a grandmaster.
He will certainly make the breakthrough to the next level, once the opportunity presents itself. There aren't many that can give him a run for his money among humans. Sir Terex Fan, undefeated champion. Darius the Iron Fist, and the Blade of Zenith Cleon, maybe. I can't be sure if they could defeat Falcon in one-on-one combat as things stand. However, I don't think they would definitely lose either. It's fine, because I'm going to win. Grin, I will make that bird face eat his words. How should I put it? I'm more curious about Isis's character. What kind of a person is she? Knock, knock. Creak. Sir Jamie Welton. Lady Isis would like to have a word with you. If you aren't busy, please allow me to take you. It's nice and cozy. Thanks for the invitation. Sorry my home isn't the cleanest place to be. By the way, Glong. Swish, what's wrong with your right arm? Did you fight an ancient dragon or something? You're as clever as everyone says. Only the creature of an ancient dragon's caliber could inflict such an injury on you. Chuckle. Why did you, though? Why? Tap, to put it in simple terms, in order to slay a god. Although a lot has been omitted in the middle chuckle, that is actually the best answer I've heard in a while. But what does the ancient dragon have to do with slaying a god? Oh, there is a ruin in the Draconic Mountains. The truth of the world is said to have been hidden there by the 12 gods. We needed to enter because we wished to unravel this mystery in order to stand against them. The truth of the world. Flap. So that's what interests Twitch you more. Twitch. I do know that dragons prohibit other races from entering. Twitch. Then have you also heard about the Dark Mage Ganon? Nod yes from Maiatre. Dark Mage Ganon was a rank 9 spellcaster and blue dragon, Maiatre's lover. Chased by the dragons, he hid himself in the land of the demons and is said to have discovered the hidden truth of the world there. Mumble, but I couldn't find the location. Despite years of intelligence and research, of course you couldn't, because the Draconic Mountains and the surrounding area are the land of the demons. So that's why I couldn't find it, regardless of how hard I tried. Did their Lord Brahman command dragons to guard that place, hence the name? Yeah, I fought with the ancient dragon in order to enlist its help. The Dragon Lord is the progenitor of all dragons. An ancient dragon would never forgive you for even making the proposition. Nod, yeah. The dragon declined initially. Declined glare. An ancient dragon simply turned down the plea to grant entry into the Draconic Mountains instead of killing the individual that dared to speak of the unthinkable. You must have visited a blue ancient dragon then. How did you know? It's not that difficult to draw that conclusion. The dragon chief designated Ganon as the fugitive to be hunted by all dragons. And Maya Trey became the traitor of her kind for helping her lover get to safety. Dragons deeply care for their kin. The blue dragons must have antagonized dragons of other colors by defending her. I wouldn't be surprised if they had been exiled at the Dragon Lord Brahman's order. You approached the blue dragons, who are clearly upset with the Dragon Lord, in order to ultimately slay a god.
And made a pact with them to join forces, probably. You're right.
The frontier's target is the Dragon Lord, Brahman. And the blue dragons have agreed to aid us.
I visited a blue ancient dragon
To make that proposition, except the plan almost backfired. I really thought I was gonna die. Tremble.
Why didn't you just seek another method, then?
Glance because. Why do you persist when you know it's impossible?
Because
I want us. I want us to retake our world.
Da dun. Badum, this feeling.
Master Diablo.
Diablo.
Diablo. Peep. Isis. You have inherited their legacy.
FW.
You are a seeker of independence from the influence of the gods.
Rise, Jamie, that power.
That isn't ordinary dark mana by any means. Is this the power of God-Slayer magic?
Step, step.
I am Diablo Volpir. I am the arch-nemesis of the gods, having returned to this land after 66,666 years. 66,056. Years is the time recorded in the words of Revelation for the birth of the Savior. Sweat, sweat. Diablo Volpir. Is that the name of the Savior we have been desperately seeking? Are you really the last watcher of the world? See, there was a time I was known as that. Not that I really cared. Wait, are you telling me you are a reincarnation of that man?
Grab, I get it in my head. Since that dark mana is clear, but it's still unbelievable.
CHAP. Flash. Perhaps seeing my memory in person would help you believe it. So you are really Diablo Volpir. Please keep this secret to yourself for the time being.
Step, step. Jamie, would you like to come with me?
Flash.
Ripey flap flap.
Paul AP. There is someone I'd like you to meet. More souls have reincarnated in the past century than ever. I wonder when that man will come back to life.